turmoil. Former employees and some Georgia lawmakers show support for the agency today. Here's a report all new at 3 o'clock.
Less than a week after resigning his post at the CDC, Dr. Dan Jernigan says recent events are hurting the reputation and standing of the Atlanta-based agency.
You could almost see this as death by 1,000 cuts. We're cutting staff. We're cutting resources, we're undercutting science, and that's leading to the undermining of trust.
Supporters of the CDC fear important strides in public health are being rolled back. In an email to agency employees on Friday, Health Secretary Kennedy said he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
This is all new at 3 o'clock. A major company expanding in Alpharetta. Equifax says it's investing $25 million to expand its campus on Windward Concourse, creating space for nearly 250 new jobs. That brings total full-time employment at the site to more than 1,600 jobs. The company says Alpharetta's support will help it continue attracting top-tier tech talent. Renovations are expected to begin later this year. An arrest is made today in a deadly Labor Day arson fire at the Hills at Farrington Apartments in DeKalb County.
The suspect, 44-year-old Sean Fales, was taken into custody sometime yesterday by the Chambers County Sheriff's Department during a traffic stop in Lanett, Alabama.
Blaine Clark with DeKalb County Police says the suspect is the ex-boyfriend of the woman who died in the fire, 48-year-old Stephanie Wiley. Her son was also injured. Fales is facing charges of murder, aggravated assault, and arson. 3 members of a Johns Creek family are dead in what police say is a murder-suicide. 52-year-old James Choi killed himself after killing his wife and the couple's 15-year-old daughter at their home on Glencastle Court. Johns Creek Police Chief Mark Mitchell says this tragic incident has deeply affected not only the family and neighbors, but the entire community. A plan to put a new racetrack on a historic site in Cobb County is put on hold by the Planning Commission.
The site at Bells Ferry Road and Barrett Parkway was occupied by the McAfee House, which has since been moved to Cherokee County. Residents of the area, like Aaron Quackenbush, don't want a gas station convenience store next to a KinderCare and across from Bells Ferry Elementary.
The current traffic study does not take into consideration the additional 600 homes that are currently being built on Bells Ferry, or the additional traffic that will result from the expansion of the elementary school.
The Planning Commission wants to hear more about traffic in the area and tabled the measure for 30 days. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Jammed up through Norcross on 85 southbound, now almost back to Beaver Ruin Road. It's all due to this big grade crash at Jimmy Carter Boulevard. The right lane is blocked there and part of the on-ramp from Jimmy Carter to 85 South. All lanes blocked and reopened in Midtown on 85 southbound before 17th Street. Exit 84, they were able to clear a stall off to the right shoulder. Had to pace traffic to do so. That's why you're slow from 400, as well as jammed up on the Beaver Spring connector. And now we got trouble. Southside perimeter, a tractor trailer into the woods. Moreland Avenue, the ramp to 285 westbound into that on-ramp is blocked, and at times the right lane of 285 west also closed. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy through this afternoon, high 83. An isolated rain shower possible for the ride home this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a few hit or miss rain showers, high 84. Mostly cloudy on Thursday with scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms, high 86.
Right now, 79 in Lawrenceville, 77 in Douglasville, 80 in Stockbridge. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, Georgia, and beyond, Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I am your lovable, huggable radio chat host, Eric Von Hessler. The other voices you hear are the man of 1,000 voices, Tim Andrews, lady of 184.7 characters, Autumn Fisher, the man behind the glass, George Clark, and the handsomest producer in all of producery, Jared Yamamoto.
You got a little bit of that struggle bus going there, Eric. You
good,
man?
No, not at all. I'm well rested and ready to go. But I saw that when I spoke about Autumn Fisher, the this thing came up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a outline of a camera with a line through it. There we go.
X-rated.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on behind that curtain.
I don't either.
Listen, first of all, hopefully everybody had a great holiday weekend. I know I did. Lots of football. I watched Superman finally.
Any good?
Enjoyed the hell out of it.
Really?
My wife and I watched it. Have you seen it?
I've not seen it yet.
Enjoyed the hell out of it. A lot of fun. Not perfect, but it's got that Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel. Some really, you're so used to in these superhero movies when they attempt humor, it just falls so flat. So that James Gunn, he does know how to write a good. He knows how to. It doesn't come off as snarky. And I'll tell you, there's one scene that is, I think, and I haven't seen every iteration of Superman, obviously. Like Superman 3, was it, with Richard Pryor?
You don't need to see that.
Greatest people of all time in a turkey of a movie. I can't really remember that one. But there is a scene between Lois and Superman about, 25 minutes in, where she interviews Clark Kent. And it's the reason the rest of the movie works. It's so good. Like Superman and Lois Lane, I don't know these two actors all that well, but the chemistry between them is fantastic. I mean, you really, after that scene, you really start caring about what goes on. It's not perfect, but as far as popcorn movies go, and a lot of people I know have been saying that it's commenting on the Israel-Hamas thing, which it seemed very clear to me they were actually commenting on the Russia-Ukraine thing with the, although the only difference, it was like the Russia-Ukraine thing, but then maybe the people involved maybe looked a little bit like Palestinians. But the overarching thing, as far as the borders and the boundaries, and besides, it doesn't even matter. It's just a premise, and then it ends up being, a wild superhero villain thing. And also, Lex Luthor is a tech bro, is fantastic. I mean, it really fantastic. So I enjoyed it. For people who worried about wokeism, I didn't catch anything in there at all.
You probably have to dig deep to find it.
It's probably, there's something. I remember I was watching, I thought, oh, maybe a little something there, but it didn't matter because it was just pulled off well. There's outside of one character, every character that you're introduced to in the first 15 or 20 minutes, they do something with. Like there aren't a lot, but then there's this one character with a mustache. I don't know why he's there. I have no idea. He ends up being there all the way through it. And I'm just like, what is this character? Maybe there was a little bit left on the cutting room floor. I don't know. And
how did you feel about the dog in the movie?
Loved it. CGI, but I didn't care.
Crypto.
Yeah, I mean,
CGI doesn't take you out because sometimes
it does.
If it's like a cartoon thing that could have been a real thing, then I'm like, why?
It doesn't. You know what? If I didn't know going in that it was a CGI dog, I probably really wouldn't have thought about it. Okay. So it's done quite well. The only thing for me is, and this is, I recognize it's service for other kinds of fans, is the action sequences sometimes go, because they are CGI and you're hitting buildings and stuff. But with this one, there is a little bit of tongue-in-cheek to it, but they go on a little bit too long. But
I hear the colors are really good in this one.
Yeah, fantastic. It looked like you're looking at a comic. Yeah, you know how I am on them. My colors, I'm attracted to colors, and they make me feel good inside. So had that element too. Yeah, the fight sequences sometimes it goes, is this thing still going on? Because it does have that CGI thing where they're, most of it's done very well though.
Were you able to handle the kryptonite thing? I know you have a problem sometimes with kryptonite.
Yeah, and even there was sort of a little bit of kind of the way it was introduced. And also not so much the way it was introduced, but the way it was resolved was kind of like, okay, we need to move on and get rid of this. But so it wasn't perfect, but it was fun. It was fun. It's kind of, it really was a movie that you can watch with, grandma, grandpa, your kid. It really was one of those kind of movies and still enjoyable. A little bit. The only thing about that James Gunn, because Guardians of the Galaxy kind of did this to me, it doesn't leave you with a lot, but that's okay. It's not, you're not like, noodling over it 72 hours later or anything.
It's very clear cut.
But it's fun. It's fun. And that guy is the best Superman. Since Christopher Reeve is the best Superman. And so I highly recommend it. That's how I come out of Labor Day, highly recommending Superman. because Superman kind of is below Batman for me, but those are the only two superheroes that I have any.
Well, you're a big DC fan. You don't like
never
the
never seen a Spider-Man movie.
You don't like the Marvel universe. That's what it is.
No, it's not. I've never.
And I
seen,
get it. It makes
I've
sense.
never seen the
The only
Spider-Man.
good Spider-Man movies are the first two with Tobey Maguire.
Maybe they are. I just haven't seen them. I'm not a big comic book guy. Mostly, I'm a Batman guy when it comes to that. A little bit of Superman. So it has my record. If it means anything to anyone, it has my thumbs up. 2 thumbs up from Eric Von Hessler. 2 thumbs down to the beloved Tar Heels. You know, this is not a sports show, but I don't know how we open up. Oh, we could talk about Trump moving the Space Command from Colorado to Huntsville.
Oh, that announcement.
Yeah.
So important.
Well, I'm not dead.
Well, okay, we're gonna get to whether you're dead or not.
Very alive.
But I looked into the moving space because I was thinking about like NORAD and that thing that's in the mountain in Colorado. Yeah. It's not that. It's literally reversing a Biden era thing. It's really mostly about the Space Force, which is relatively new. Huntsville has all that stuff with space since the 40s. You know, whatever.
Apparently, in 2021, Alabama was selected as the Air Force preferred site. Too.
Oh, okay.
The Air
So it's
Force,
not,
they polled internally when the Air Force they wanted to be there.
It's not that big of a deal. So there you go. So we're gonna, not necessarily. We'll start with, even though this is not a sports show, we will start
with Billy B.
My goodness,
Nah.
Mike, was that something? What was the final score?
48-14.
Bill, how do you feel about it? How are you feeling today?
Win some, you lose some.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it can't get much worse.
Well, it's all good.
It's all good.
Can you elaborate further on that? Is there nothing else?
Why is it all good?
Well, I went home and Jordan tended to my boo-boo. And made the owie go away, and now it's on Cincinnati.
You're not playing Cincinnati. It's all
to Buffalo.
Okay, you're not playing the Bills.
Jets.
No. I think next week you're playing some high. They got a cupcake game.
I believe
next
it's
week,
Charlotte
so
next week.
If they lose to Charlotte,
it'd be a close one.
Goodness! Oh my goodness!
Now that happens.
If they lose to Charlotte, that'll be absolutely something
I went
else.
home crying on my pillow.
Yeah, and
by pillow I mean the tight toned belly of my girlfriend.
so she was able. You
Her
kissed
dirty
her,
pillows?
You kissed his boo boo, Jordan, and that made it feel better.
We're not talking about that.
What about the game? Can we talk about the humiliation that UNC faced?
We're just moving on.
We can talk about UNC, but we can't talk about we're not going to mention humiliation. We're not going to mention his sweater.
No. You're not. I am. I'm analyzing the game
no,
that I
that's
saw.
we.
Okay. No,
we will not be doing that.
So if you didn't watch this thing, it was something else. This weekend.
There were some great games this
There
weekend.
were some great games. I watched a bunch of them. But there are also a couple of things where, I don't know why people in America, maybe it's not an American thing, people who love sports can just be fooled by the hype machine year after year after year. Because it wasn't just Belichick. It was the greatest thing since sliced bread coming into college. College teams were rolling over themselves to get this guy, and Arch Manning sucked.
Yeah.
He was bad. He was bad. But we'll get to that. I warned about that last week. Like that much hype on a guy who had never started a game in college football was too much because a last name on a jersey doesn't make you good. Now, he may end up being great, but right now, this is not a sports show, by the way. I want to point that out. But I do want to say that the Bill Belichick thing, the build-up, the build-up just on ESPN, and I can understand why TCU, they got crushed in the national championship game a couple of years ago, but they were in a national championship game a couple of years ago. They got no play by ESPN. It was all Bill Belichick. All Bill Belichick. And if you didn't watch the game, it's not a sports show, but I'll wrap it up for you. It started with Bill Belichick's team having the ball and just marching down the field in 8 plays and getting a touchdown. And I think everybody in the world that was watching that thought, oh my God, this is going to be easy. This guy's just a genius. He's going to come into college football. He's just going to, and then nothing went right after that. Nothing went right.
Not.
And it was funny to watch the UNC people, like Michael Jordan and
Roy Williams, Mia
Lawrence
Hamm,
Taylor,
yeah.
just going crazy after that first. And then it just, I mean, it looked like, and Bill had no personality as usual. This is right before he walked out on the field. And I can't remember that reporter.
This is Holly Rowe.
Yeah, Holly Rowe is talking. And now she's usually, the players and the coaches like her when she's talking. You could tell they respect her. And it's supposed to be kind of a fun interview right before the game. And so he goes to the X's and O's and the team and rah, 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 rah. And then she asked him about the fact that now he's got his UNC hoodie and he's cut the sleeves off, like he used to, his old look. And this was the last thing right before he went on the field.
Tell me about the hoodie. I mean, had to be cut off sleeves, right?
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach. Have fun tonight.
Thanks, I will. Later.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Which I'm like, is Jordan just like telling him this is your branding? Like, this is a guy who's trying to be on Instagram but doesn't really know what the internet is, right?
Yeah, he
Or
calls it
social media.
Instaface is what he
Right.
calls
Well, that's a
Instagram.
joke.
Yeah.
But I mean, what I mean is this is metaphorically, it's like somebody saying what they're not supposed to. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. And
Yeah,
you're not
it's kind
supposed
of my thing.
And you're not supposed to say that. That's what other people are supposed to say.
No, that's my thing.
Is it your thing?
That's what I say on Dick Chat,
Also,
Snap Talk, what is it?
Tip chat.
All that.
So, who handles that stuff for you? Is it Jordan handles your
We're gonna focus, pretty much focus
babe,
on
no.
what we're talking
Okay.
about here.
I'm just
We're not
wondering
gonna
what
talk
Jordan
about that
does.
today.
She cut him
Sorry.
off.
Did she cut him?
Excuse me.
Did she give you
Excuse me,
pointers
can
for your
Can we
defense?
be off the air, please?
We have
It's
those
not happening
scissors
right
with the
now.
rubber on the handle. You know what I'm talking about?
What's that? Say it again.
Those blunt scissors with the rubber on the.
Yeah.
where you put
Is
your
that what
fingers.
she's using to?
Hello, excuse me.
Did you tell him that that's his thing?
We are not talking about this right now.
No, you're
Sorry.
not, but I am. So you
No,
you can't
we are
control
not doing
it.
this. No, it's his thing, and we're leaving it there.
Kind
There's
of my
no
thing.
reason.
You know what my other thing is?
Having relations with her.
Yeah, sugar
Okay.
babies.
That is his thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Just
it's
one.
my thing.
So
I like
it's
one sugar baby. Just one.
Also, I'm sorry, watching it last night and seeing his son out there. I mean, that guy just has the most punchable face. Steve.
Oh yeah,
Steve
he
Belichick.
looks like I've never liked his look.
Those
I don't
tongue
know the
wagging.
guy.
You can
that
joke all you.
That was going on when he was with the Patriots
Yeah.
and the tongue out, just not a good look. Always, I'll tell you, and I don't want to lose any fans of the show over this, but grown people who dip like skull and stuff while they're at work. I just find that to be, it's like, show me the CEO of a large company that's doing that. That's showing up at work.
I do it.
in the oil field, baby.
And I chew.
Do you, Eli?
Yes.
Zins?
No, Zin. But also, if you can't find it, Skull Bandit in the cheek.
Oh,
nice.
I'm sorry, Eli. I didn't realize you were a skull bandit, dude.
Yeah,
I didn't,
mint.
Can I say something about the whole deal with Trump and his health? I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle. It was a long weekend. He wasn't seen much, and there's a lot of people who hate him, so they're trying to will their they want him to be not doing well. But obviously there is something going on, and so I think the truth is probably in the middle. I'm looking at him right now as he takes questions to the Oval Office. Is it me or is this guy losing weight? I mean, quickly.
Well,
I know.
is the best way. I'm on Ozempic.
Are you?
He's on the Ozempic.
On the Ozempic, so I'm not eating a lot. I'm really busy. I'm working really, really hard. Playing a little golf.
They released a photo. So he goes to play golf, and then they release a photo, and they make it seem like it's that day playing golf, but it was with the coach John Gruden, and we know for a fact that was August 23rd. And they kind of put it out there as hey, it was great playing golf with John. They didn't say, hey, it was great playing golf with John Gruden last week. So, let's stop that, since part of getting into office was, going after the person before you who, kind of obfuscated some of these things. So in the Oval Office and the White House and the administration, let's just stop that, because that's what makes people then go, well, is he dead? Is he, whatever? But he looks to me like he's lost a lot of weight. That's just
I'm
by
alive.
my eye.
I'm alive.
You are alive. I can see you.
Getting my.
Unless it's a double, right,
Unless
George?
it's a
Clark?
mask.
No, it's me. It's 10,000 steps a day.
Is that what it is?
10,000 steps.
Get a little Fitbit on?
Little Fitbit, yeah.
What were they throwing out of the windows of?
That's
in
a
the bedroom?
good question.
What was that?
I actually just tuned in for a second, and he's denying that. He said it must have been AI as we speak. So.
Now there's a chance that if you don't know, so there was first of all, supposedly it's from a restaurant.
It was. I heard the original one, and it sounded like people at a restaurant. There's clanking.
Sure, I know that.
dishes.
I know that. But I find it hard to believe that you could have a visual on the White House that is from, I'm not saying it's not, but it, like you could get up there with a gun or something.
Yeah, from a
I mean,
safety perspective, that makes sense.
It seems odd to me
Those are
that you would be.
shatterproof windows, aren't they? They're like,
Well, it doesn't matter. He walks outside. It's like, it's like, so that's my first question mark is where it is. It's not hard to add sound effects that make it sound like you're in a restaurant. The people do sound genuine, but what could have happened is someone could have taken audio from a separate thing that would have applied and put it on there. But I don't know. But anyway, it looks.
Isn't it annoying that we have to do these gymnastics to figure out what's real and what's
Melania
not?
threw my suits out there.
How many?
I'm tired of this. Goodbye, City Life.
They had plutonium on them. I wonder how that happened.
I've been warning about this for a couple of years. The future is a hall of mirrors. We don't know what's real and what's not. So if it is real, it looks like, it's like somebody's throwing stuff out of the
people
window.
are like, oh, it's the Epstein files. There they go.
But I believe that, they're going to throw them on the front lawn.
White-
These are too much to carry down all those steps.
White House said it was contractors.
Maybe it was. They are, but they still don't
odd.
throw stuff. I think it was Michelle Obama, I think, was being interviewed by Colbert at one point, and she mentioned that it's against the rules to open any windows in the White House. You're not allowed to do it. So it might be manufactured. If it's not, it's weird. Because even if, the White House has been under construction many times in my lifetime. I've never seen stuff thrown out the window. So I'm going to say the truth about Trump's health is somewhere in the middle, not as extreme as what you're hearing, but not as good as what the White House is saying. And I'm going to say that I'm leaning, though not certain, wouldn't be surprised to find that the stuff being thrown out the window is some sort of generated AI. But I don't know that. I just don't know how you would, what is the protocol with Secret Service that people are allowed to open a window and just start chucking things off the second floor? It just
Well, they wanted to
seems
save
odd.
a trip down the stairs.
That's right.
That's why you just throw it
Autumn
out.
already made that joke.
Don't repeat jokes.
Look, if something happens to me, God forbid it does, JD will have to shave the beard off, and everybody will be reminded of how fat he is.
And that's another thing. I do think that the truth with his health is somewhere in the middle. He obviously has this thing with the veins. They've already said that. The Kenkels, that's bad when you're
fluid retention.
When you have fluid retention, it's just not a good sign. It points to heart trouble. He is about to be 80, or did he turn 80? He's somewhere in there, 79, 80. It's not, he is a human being, so things can happen. But he does look to me right now like he's lost some weight. Yeah.
He told Steve Doocy, it's probably AI generated. You can't open the window. They're all heavily armored and bulletproof.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're not allowed to, because if you think about it, so you could send somebody in to kind of get things going by surreptitiously opening a window or something. I mean, it just wouldn't be allowed. So, yeah, I think that's probably AI. And I guess it was to generate some story about them throwing away the Epstein files.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people were speculating.
George, you got to get your people a little more on it. Nobody's going to throw the Epstein files. I'm talking about your conspiracy people. Nobody's going to throw the Epstein files, right onto the portico.
No, burned and long gone, I'm sure.
Yes. If anything, that would be the case. Or they're just under lock and key. Who knows? Is anybody even talking about that? I mean, I think, if anything, Trump may just be exhausted from flooding the zone so much for the last 5 weeks to get rid of the Epstein story.
It's coming back because
Epstein. It's Epstein, right?
It's Epstein.
Brian Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein.
That's
Okay.
right. It is going to come
Not
back.
to put those two people together. Yes.
Congress is back in session as of today, so the Epstein files will be coming up again. And get this, at the end of the month, government shutdown potentially. September
you're
30th.
politicians. Keep going to the polls, people. Keep putting your favorite politicians in power, because for the 937th time, they don't know how. We're going to hear it again. Oh, there's going to be a government shutdown. CNN old ladies will be forced to not walk across the street. The 24-hour news networks will act like we've never seen this before. And ultimately, they will have some kind of D-bag compromise. And guess what your politicians will do, the ones you love so much that you just love them so much, for the 933rd time? They're going to punt the ball. They're going to have some kind of thing that goes until February or something like that.
It's every 6 months we're doing this.
Yeah,
every 6 months.
Kind of my thing.
Because the is it kind of your thing?
Kind of my thing.
The political class is absolute and total 100% garbage. Nobody. Hey, if I vote on something that has consequence, maybe the people will not vote for me again. And remember, the future of the country isn't the most important thing. The people voting for me again is the most consequential thing in the world. You understand that? I mean, the people be damned. I'm sorry to tell you something you know it in the back of your head. You just don't want to hear me saying it, so I'll back off from it. Like, I'll give you a break. Just keep on loving those politicians you love so much. They just can't, He's on my side on the culture wars. They can't seem to pass a budget. Well, I don't care. He's on my side on the culture wars, and I'm kind of a moron.
Back to school season is busy, but making your home shine doesn't have to be. I'm Chris Chandler. Wise Guys Pro Wash had my house, driveway, deck, even the roof looking spotless, and I didn't even have to be home. Their soft washing keeps everything safe, no damage, just results you will love. And with more than 2,000 five-star reviews, you'll see why everybody's calling Wise Guys. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and get $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Arum here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
With all the recent heavy rain, does it seem like Mother Nature has a bone to pick with your old roof? Dave Baker here for the only roofer I trust to keep water out of my home, Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. So here's the deal. Water is your home's #1 enemy. Your roof is your front line of defense. There's been so much heavy rain recently, your old roof is probably starting to whimper. Are you paying attention? Check your attic, ceilings, drywalls, and chimney area. If you see dripping water, wet spots, or water streaks, think of Findlay first. With upfront pricing, exceptional service, and 0% financing, they're your perfect match for any roofing issues. And with Findlay, manners matter. They'll treat your home like it's their own with the highest quality work. In the age-old battle of rain versus roof, you'll always win with Findlay. Schedule a free roof analysis at findlayroofing.com. You enjoy doing DIY projects around your home, like painting the walls. But how do you fix sagging floors, and why are they sagging to begin with? Dave Baker here for AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. You know, fixing the why is more important than fixing the what. AquaGuard certified field inspectors will come out and explain what's happening to your floors and help you with a solution that fits your budget. Visit aquaguard.net for your free inspection now. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. There's a reason they're the trusted local experts. Just remember, AquaGuard.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top local story. New information comes to light after a man is arrested for rape in Douglas County.
52-year-old Bobby Lee Hart Jr. stands accused of raping not just 3, but now 4 women in Douglas County. DA Dalia Racine says there is new evidence about the scope of his assaults.
Since Hart's arrest, further testing and investigation have revealed that Hart is a suspect in multiple sexual assaults dating back to the early 1990s in the West Georgia region.
Racine is urging possible victims to contact her office, saying she knows it's a difficult step. No arraignment date for Hart has been set. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
No charges are filed in Douglas County in the case of a 21-year-old man found shot to death in a car during a traffic stop in January. The family of Malachi Mitchell had been calling for charges to be filed against someone they say has confessed to the shooting. The driver, believed to be the person who shot Mitchell, was taken in for questioning but later released. The district attorney today calls it a case of self-defense. A suspect is now locked up and facing charges for intentionally setting a fatal apartment fire in DeKalb County.
48-year-old Stephanie Wiley died in the blaze. Officer Blaine Clark with DeKalb Police says 44-year-old Sean Fales was captured during a traffic stop in Chambers County, Alabama.
When Fales is booked into the DeKalb County Jail, he will be facing charges of murder, aggravated assault, and arson.
Officer Clark says Fales was the ex-boyfriend of the woman who died in the fire. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump announces moments ago U.S. Space Command is moving to Huntsville, Alabama. The move reverses course from former President Biden's decision to keep the headquarters in Colorado. Trump says the move will create thousands of jobs. Space Command oversees military space operations and the defense of satellites. Colorado's Attorney General says he is challenging Trump's decision in court. It is now 3:32. It's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Some better news in Norcross. Set big rig trouble. 85 southbound Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. Now on the right shoulder, but still seeing the brake lights back up into Duluth, with northbound filling in out of Chamblee up into Norcross. On the south side, heads up, there's a crash. 285 westbound, the Interloop Moreland Avenue, exit number 53. Right lane is blocked there, as well as the on-ramp from Moreland Avenue to 285 westbound. And if you are on the west side outer loop, you're slow. 285 southbound, the outer loop from South Cobb Drive, getting down to I-20, the West Freeway. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy for this afternoon, high 83. An isolated rain shower possible for the ride home this evening. Overnight lows in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, a few pop-up showers possible, high 84. Mostly cloudy on Thursday with scattered rain showers, high 86.
83 now in Alpharetta, 80 in Tucker, it's 79 in Riverdale. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit, or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
A DUI conviction could cost you your career, threaten your way of life, and even compromise your future job prospects. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. With all this on the line, trust only the best. George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Go to georgestein.com.
The last thing on your mind is maintaining your septic system. It's all good until it's not. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Don't wait for a septic emergency. Our affordable, routine maintenance will keep your system running smoothly.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Never a pump out charge with your repair. Get a free quote at scorpionsepticservices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
Jared Yamamoto,
yes,
I believe one day could be, this whole radio thing. Some people have opinions about the future of radio. I won't go into that. but he's a relatively young man. He's 36 years of age and has a lot of runway in front of him. And you know, look at this guy. He wants to be successful. He doesn't want to come home every day knowing that his wife makes much more money than he does every year. He doesn't want that to be forever, right?
At some point, I need to bring home my fair share, right?
It's kind of his thing. What's that?
It's kind of his thing.
Thank you, Bill Belichick. Is that kind of his thing?
Yeah.
It's kind of his thing. All right. So Jared Yamamoto, I find to be very. If there's any, I don't know that you could call anybody toxically positive, but if there is someone,
I'm close. I'm a cusper.
About as close as you could be to being toxic positivity.
A glass half fuller,
especially when it comes to the ATL. He's like a cheerleader for Atlanta, and so he put in the stories today this very important story, and I want to pass it along to you. That this is from Secret Atlanta. Secret. I know, but they've published it. I don't know what to say. That's their problem. Atlanta Fair is swinging back into the city for a month this fall. It's got everything from nostalgic fair food to crazy rides and beyond. I don't know what that means. And beyond. I think the beyond part is where the ambulances are.
They keep them in the beyond lot.
First of all,
October 3rd through November 2nd.
Well, you get so excited about this. Oh, this is a good thing about. First of all, it's a pop-up fair. I would never. Now, when I was a child, I did because I didn't have my own agency when it came to what it is I am or will not do. And so I was taken to these as a child and thankfully lived. But I refuse to go to pop-up fairs because, you know, those rides are usually attached to somebody's pickup truck. And that's it. And, you know, okay, I guess Atlanta has an inspector walk through.
Looks good.
The nightmare out there.
The what?
The nightmare.
The nightmare, perhaps? Maybe the night mayor will get out there.
We forgot the grease for the merry-go-round.
It's fine. Just, you know, put a little cooking oil on it.
Yeah, it'll work.
Jay Leno used to have a joke in his act about they keep those things attached to the pickup truck, so in case we kill a kid, just put it in first gear. Just get the hell out.
Drive
of
out. Yeah, get the hell out.
The metal.
So I've never trusted. I barely trust rides that are in the same place for years and years and years. You're never going to get me to put my children, who are grown up now, but back in the day, to put my children or grandchildren, which I have now, on rides that are, you know, riding around America for pop-up fairs. So I
wouldn't go there?
I challenge you, I dare you to take your lovely wife, Christina, to the Atlanta Fair.
I would go there just for the deep fried Oreos. I'm in.
Yeah.
Go get some good
You
food.
can get those at the Gwinnett Fair, too.
That's
good.
You can at any fair.
Well, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I love the fair food. I actually like the corn dogs.
Well, how come you've never been before?
Well, I haven't been to this fair. I've been to several other fairs. I've been to the North Georgia Fair, and I've been to the one in, I guess it's just the Georgia State Fair.
They don't have like hatchet throwing at this one. I hope like they do.
Dodge it.
I've seen. It's called
I got
Dodge
some
It.
ninja stars at
Yeah.
the Gwinnett County Fair.
Because up at the northern stuff, northern Georgia fair type things, I have seen things like hatchet throwing and things like that. That probably wouldn't be a good idea for right across the street from the old Turner Field. I'm guessing.
I would say it's not encouraged.
Right.
How about the ball with the motorcycle guys inside of it? That's pretty cool.
They don't have that anymore, do they?
They had it at Gwinnett the last time I went, but that
Wow,
was
when did
10
you go
years,
last?
15 years ago.
Okay.
Well, why would you think it stopped?
Yeah.
I never heard about people dying in it or anything.
No.
I'm sure they must have.
It's
I just
scary.
feel like it's a lost art, honestly.
yeah.
It probably is because you used to see it on TV.
People need to go into the trades.
My kid wouldn't follow my footsteps.
He went to college like a real jerk.
Loser.
You're right that it is something that we used to see on TV a lot. You don't see it on TV much.
Bearded
A lot
lady.
of cage.
Huh? What?
A lot of things in cages.
Yeah.
You know,
like
people were fighting in cages.
we had go-go girls dancing in
Yes.
cages.
Now they're all out in the open.
Yeah. Well,
They used
hey,
to have those tents at these traveling carnivals where women would like be scantily dressed.
I saw something when I was, I think I was about 10, and I went to one of these kind of fairs in Memphis. And I must have gone with a friend and their parents or something because I don't remember my parents being around, or they just said, "Hey, get lost for a few minutes," and I don't know. But I was alone, and I had money, and there was this tent that said, "Watch a woman turn into a gorilla."
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
And this was the scariest.
Is she going to be a sexy gorilla?
She was sexy. So they had, and they get in the tent and everything, and there she is behind the thing. And at the last minute, there is some, and I was 10, and I'm trying to put it together as an adult, but there was some kind of visual effect, some sort of screen, right?
Yeah,
that probably
it's like
was
a mirror,
transparent.
or it's a glass thing where they project it onto the glass.
Yes,
something like that.
yes. And then so finally she turns into the gorilla and starts stampeding toward the audience. And they had me at 10 years old. I ran out of the tent. I was so frightened. And then even at 10 years old, like 3 days later, I'm thinking like, how come I didn't see something on the news? I thought that gorilla was going to rampage, and like I didn't quite understand it.
I begged to go in the Ripley's freak show, and I was so disappointed. I must have been 10 or 11. I thought there was going to be a two-headed frog, and it was just this dead thing in a jar.
It was like one item?
Yeah, well, I mean, everything was dead. Like, I'm not going to see a real shrunken head. I thought I was. And
So strangely, since like our childhood compared to, I guess, y'all's childhood compared to like my childhood, I feel like all of the kind of the weirder things like that were now like at the Renaissance Festival, and then fairs have gone more to like the rides. And then maybe you'll see like a clown or something.
I mean,
but
well,
very
there was
rarely.
all of that was at these fairs, but then I think what's happened is all the hucksters are online now. They have no need to travel all around the.
That's a good point.
We need to bring back good American hustlers.
I want the freaks back. The freak shows, the hucksters, the freak shows, the bearded lady. Remember the fat lady and the little guy?
Yeah, but you see, things have changed so much because I do remember once seeing one of these tattooed guys, but now it's like.
now you're at the
I
Star
mean,
Bar.
Justin Bieber. When he takes off his shirt, he looks like these guys.
The tattooed man.
The tattooed man and the bearded lady. They would
And
quite
people can't
often...
guess your age and weight anymore. Come on, fatties.
Oh,
Guess
yeah.
what you
I
weigh.
know, that's a good question. Do they do that anymore?
Would Trump back it? I bet you can.
You can do guess your weight. I mean,
I've never seen- I
that's
haven't
voluntary. You're not forced onto the thing.
True,
still
but I'm
hurt
saying,
somebody's
I just don't
feelings.
see that as a thing at places ever anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, even just people out there trying to get you to come, like the people that have the ring toss on the
Right,
bottles,
yeah.
they're not like, come on, kids,
Get over
check
here."
your whatever. Like, they're
Yeah.
just sitting there smoking.
Looking at their phone. Okay,
they're on
you
their
can do it now.
There is
I
something.
always like spraying the water in the
Me
clown's
too, into the
mouth.
balloon.
It was just something I could do.
I won
had
that
no,
one.
It's so achievable.
Yes, I could win that and feel like I, did something because I have never had any hand-eye coordination. You try to climb up this rope. No, yeah. Hey, somehow the basketball doesn't fit in the hoop, but. I could aim that water pistol right into that clown's mouth.
Could you sometimes like do a little punching thing where you punch the bag and then if you punch it
No,
hard
I had
enough,
no
you got a prize?
strength. I had no strength.
Couldn't get the
whatsoever.
ping pong ball into the fish thing either.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
you
no,
did
that was
goldfish.
impossible too.
That's because they're all rigged.
Yeah.
I've won
except
that
for the
one.
And
clown
also, what do you
thing.
get? You get homework now. You get a whole fish you have to keep alive.
Yeah, I don't
Thanks
want
for
that.
I want the Motley Crue mirror.
I want the Jack Daniels mirror.
Yeah.
I want the very large plush banana.
I want that, and I want it. I don't want the soft, squishy one. I want the one that is full of like actual hard styrofoam,
Yeah.
and covered in what seems like carpet.
And
Yes.
and maybe a little bit of asbestos in there. Just to strengthen your
still
immune
crib.
system.
I still feel like $1 million if I win one of those for Tina. I still do.
Yeah.
When we go to fairs pretty often.
Well, because you walk
You're
around as a
my
boyfriend,
hero.
and really the worst thing is like these girls go like when some guy's like, "Oh, it's first date. I'm going to take you out to the fair, or whatever."
Yeah.
And in reality, because he's trying to show off, she ends up gets weighed down by all these 3 or 4. Huge stuffed
I'm
animals.
gonna buy
and
you
get,
a corn dog and a candy apple. I want to see how you do.
That's right. Winner a goldfish, or maybe you do the little basketball shooting again. I've won a couple times on
Let me
those.
see. How
Oh yeah. And then she gets weighed down with like these huge stuffed
I did-
animals. She has to drag
And
her
then she
around
has
for
to
the next
pretend like,
hour.
"Oh, great."
Yeah, it's fantastic. And I'm sure like never again. Like maybe once. If it was one of the first times you had a date with your eventual spouse, maybe one of them gets the slip through so you can tell the grandchildren. But most of them will never be utilized again.
your grandfather won me.
Oh, I know. When we moved from our condo to our new place, I mean, all of the stuff that I had won in like situations like that was that was chunked.
Yeah, of course, it's gone.
Chunked.
It's crap.
It's a fire
Pick
hazard.
one. It is a. And then if you take a bunch of kids to the fair and they all win a bunch of stuff, there's no room in the car to go home.
I have a flammable panda, Daddy.
Oh, you know what? Ellie is really good. At arcades, they'll have like a giant stuffed animal that's like 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
And it's hanging by a string, and there's like a little like scissor that comes out, and once you press stop, it will cut the string.
Right.
And so she's really good at it. She's won she's won 3.
Yeah.
One of them was for 5,000 tickets, and then she's won 2 giant stuffed animals. So we have been places like on a boardwalk where now she's carrying this giant animal
pain.
on her back.
It's a pain. And by how many tokens?
5,000.
Yeah, what did that buy her? Like a Coke and a few fries? It's amazing. I got 5,000 tokens. Hey, there's that thing I want. 3,500 tokens.
Dang it.
On air,
online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All right, thank you. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh my word!
Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Aram here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
What you walk on in your home should be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Michael, proud founder of Authentic Hardwood Flooring. Luxury vinyl plank flooring is all the rage, but it's not all the same. Don't settle for flimsy flooring from a big box store. You deserve the highest quality. Plus, no payment, no interest. Our promise is to make your flooring process painless. Our focus is to make it perfect.
Authentic Hardwood Flooring offers high-quality craftsmanship with an exceptional customer experience. AuthenticHardwoodFlooring.com.
Fall's almost here. That means football, tailgates, friends stopping by after school events. So make sure your home is guest ready. I'm Chris Chandler, and Wise Guys Pro Wash had my house, deck, driveway, even my roof looking brand new in just one day. Their soft wash protects your home from any chipping or peeling while making it shine. Their certified technicians will have your home looking its best for everybody coming by. So mention me, Chris Chandler, for $70 off at wiseguysprowash.com. Book now before the schedule fills up.
Well, this happens a couple times a year. It's when you find out just exactly who the people are in your life that you know, that you can be certain will never be wealthy. And that is the excitement level in these people about the fact that the Powerball jackpot has just soared to $1.3 billion. Money that I'm never going to get and you're never going to get. And I suppose that it's okay to buy one ticket. Why not?
Yeah.
But if you're buying more than one ticket.
How about 1,000?
Yeah, or be honest, some people think buying 10 tickets. They don't understand. It does not up. It doesn't up your odds because the odds are so fantastic. For instance, the way the odds works on these things. If you're a business person who flies 4 times a week all year long, and you've been doing that for the last 5 years, and Eric Von Hessler doesn't dig flying, so he flies once a year, do you know that the odds are exactly the same for both of us to be in a crash? It doesn't. The fact that because crashes are so rare, it's just so random to be on one that crashes, and the lottery is the same way. Buying 10 tickets or 20 tickets or 30 tickets does not up your odds at all because the odds are so tremendously low.
But if I fly
yeah.
and we crash,
yeah.
then I'm dead.
That's true.
And if I win, then I'm the winner of the lottery.
Okay, I wouldn't try to say you should never fly. Well, the
So,
point
I'd rather.
I think you missed my point.
Well, that's great, but I'm gonna. Somebody has to win.
Yeah,
somebody does have to win, and maybe they'll be from Georgia. I mean, we had a bunch of winners. From
Georgia.
They had like 11 winners. 11 tickets sold in Georgia win $50,000.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Now, was that
50K?
11? Is that 11 tickets? They each got $50,000, or did they have to split $50,000 amongst 11?
I believe
ticket
it's
winners?
11 winners that all got $50,000.
Okay.
Which one is this, Powerball or Mega Millions?
This is Powerball.
Because I bought the wrong one Friday, and I'm like,
well, maybe you'll get lucky.
And it was the numbers.
I had the right numbers. It was the wrong game.
Damn it.
That would suck.
So close.
That would suck.
And yet so far away. Well, that's the whole thing with gambling in general. Like when you go to Vegas and you sit down in front of a slot machine, and it's so brilliant. 25 cents, 50 cents, or $1. And the amount of money that you would get if you placed a dollar bet and won is exponentially crazy. It's like it's in the $45,000 thing. Whereas if you just put in a quarter, I'm making these numbers up, but you know what I mean. You just put in a quarter, you get hey, you won $100 or something like that, or maybe it's 200, maybe it's even 300, maybe it's 500. But the mental thing of if this comes in, I don't want to not get, because that would, can you imagine you put in 25 cents and if you put in $1, you would have won $50,000 and instead you win like 500. And you're not going to walk away thinking, that was a great day at the casino. So it's really kind of smart to do it that way. Even me, I never gamble. When I sit down, I always go, I might as well hit the biggest one because I'm not going to be here long.
Autumn's the only one on the show that I know who gambles. Do you still do it?
I wish I had gambling money.
Oh, boy, it's a new week. Same old gripes.
Maybe if you gambled more.
Maybe you should gamble more.
I should be.
You know what? I would say take out a Klarna loan and then
okay.
Put it all on red.
If you want my
Listen,
advice.
I have a lot of money that I could have access to through like credit, like cash.
Yeah.
Max
all that out.
Like, withdraw money from your credit card.
Yeah, sure.
Smart.
Do that.
Yeah, max it all
out. These
out.
big companies, they are all bankrupts. They get bankruptcy. And
so what
then
if you go
make a new
bankrupt?
business.
Yeah. So what if you go
That's not
bankrupt?
a big deal.
By the way, did you go to the salon over the long weekend? Your hair
No,
looks,
my hair is insane.
I thought it was.
Happening.
I thought it was insane on purpose.
Oh, this whole thing.
It's cool looking. I like it.
It was a little Tawny Katane insane.
I know. I don't know what's happening. I really think since perimenopause has kicked in that like my hair is changing.
Yeah.
You mean your cougar puberty?
Yeah, I've noticed your eyelash. I noticed your eyelashes have gotten strange as well.
My eyelashes?
I'm making it up. I don't know. Just so things are just out of control with your body. You
I
don't
don't
know
know.
exactly what's happening.
It might be like a mess. Like I don't know if I can put my hands through it.
Oh, okay. So now I know what happened. A lot of rolling around for the
Yeah,
weekend.
you know,
It's just time to,
it was a long
sweat
weekend.
will mat down a little bit of that, and then let's see you try to put a brush to the back of that hair. That's what I want to see.
I don't think I could.
I think you got some knots back there. Well, very good. I'm glad that you had a great weekend. That's the important thing.
Did.
Is that you probably got rid of your kids, those damn kids, and
That's true.
just had a great time with your
Lots of
boyfriend.
rolling around.
Lots of rolling around. A lot of
Finding
craziness.
what happens when you roll around.
You know what happens?
Mama was on
Your hair-
vacation.
And then she ends up with a great hairstyle
Yeah,
out of it.
and it's
Just a
kinda cool.
boot. Just a boot.
Yeah.
Joe's probably still laying in bed. Just on the other side of the curtain.
He's lost like 30 pounds. He's thirsty. Needs bananas.
She's actually
He's
has
weak.
him. He's a prisoner. He's a prisoner in that bed. He's tied
He
up.
likes it.
It's like the burning bed without the burning
He seems
part.
very happy.
he seems very happy.
He's thirsty and hungry, but
You might want to give him just a little bit of sustenance. At a certain point, a guy's going to run out of energy, and you're going to need energy for your needs.
Enough
so.
to keep him alive.
I'll throw him a banana and a Gatorade.
There you go. That's all he needs. That's all he needs. He'll be ready to
Back to
mount
work.
up and go back for a ride. One more time.
Yay.
So you're able to fawn your kids off on your ex-husband for the whole Labor Day festivities.
Yeah. They went to the Renaissance Fair. They had a great time.
That's
I
cool.
don't like turkey legs, Bob.
Pete got like a long, Robin Hood cloak, and he wanted to get one of those raccoon tails, that people wear.
Oh, you mean like a Davy Crockett hat type of thing?
No, like weirdos that wear tails.
Oh, you mean like clip it into the back of your hair? Type
Yeah,
of thing?
and Travis was like, "No,
Yeah,
can't
we're not
Come
doing
on,
that.
Dad, I want it.
Now, did he?
Wait. So
now,
for his
how
head
is-
or for his like
no,
backside?
for his back. So like, 'cause
Oh,
he, 'cause
wow.
he had,
So it's a telltale.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is
because-
your son a budding furry?
It's not that. This is what he wanted. He said so. He got this like wooden dagger.
Yeah.
And he got this long cloak, right? And so he was really into the idea of like pulling the dagger from the cloak and being really
Yeah.
cool looking.
Yeah.
And then he thought if he had a tail, then he could be like this. Like I killed a raccoon and took its tail as like my prize.
Like he's like what do you call that for pelts or what?
or something.
What do you
And-
call those guys from the old west? They used to have trading posts and
Oh,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Trappers or whatever.
Yes, they were trappers.
Yeah.
But Travis didn't explain to
trappers.
him like the people that wear those tails are sometimes weirdos.
Yeah, they're kind of
So-
or furries. We
No, the
wouldn't,
furries don't do that,
We
I
wouldn't
don't think, is
insinuate.
it?
Well, no, they don't. You know what? They don't clip theirs on. Let's put it that way.
They put it, they secure it other ways.
That's right. Yeah.
And I wandered around the grounds.
This is Scott Slade, and see if this fits you. You've just gotten an exorbitant estimate for repairs on your beautiful European car, or you're ready to cut the tie with the dealer. You need to check out Wolf Pen European Auto Repair in Roswell. Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, Audi, BMW, the certified technicians at Wolf Pen will have your European car or SUV running at top performance and safety without sky-high pricing. And to get to know you better for a limited time, mention you heard about Wolf Pen on the radio and get a free second opinion on repairs. Just search Wolf Pen in Roswell.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
It's Home Show time. Dave Baker here, and it's time for the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days full of great tips and practical home advice, plus a special appearance by Brian and Mika Kleinschmidt of HGTV's 100-Day Dream Home, and a live broadcast of the Home Fix-It Show. Get your tickets now at FallAtlantaHomeShow.com. Use promo code BAKER and get your tickets for only $5. That's the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. See you there.
Are you looking for low maintenance and longer lasting exterior paint for your home?
A paint that will improve your home's curb appeal and value and save you money over the life of the product.
Forget about paint. You need Rhino Shield.
Jeff and Roxanne, local owners of Rhino Shield, the ultimate exterior coating for your home. Rhino Shield goes on like paint, looks like paint, but unlike paint, is guaranteed to last, backed by our 25-year transferable warranty.
Rhino Shield won't chip, crack, or peel, and it can be applied to any surface. Plus, our crews are set up to do any necessary repairs prior to Rhino Shield to ensure it will last.
For over 2 decades, we've helped thousands of homeowners improve their home's curb appeal and get durability that lasts with Rhino Shield.
Check out our work and visualize Rhino Shield on your home at rhinoshieldga.com.
Or call 678-205-4500 now for a free quote. rhinoshieldga.com.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Remember, rhinoshieldga.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, support for the embattled CDC. Former staff and Georgia lawmakers are calling for the community to rally around the Atlanta-based agency.
Supporters of the CDC say they fear recent events could hurt vital public health progress. Less than a week after resigning from his post, Dr. Dan Jernigan says
we need to do everything we can to work with the current administration as we can, but also to get folks out there and ask that science be put first, ideology put second, and that we can get back to protecting Americans here.
In an email to CDC employees Friday, Health Secretary Kennedy said he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
83 degrees in Atlanta. What are the rain chances the next few days? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. This is all new at 4 o'clock. Gwinnett County buying the former Sears property at Gwinnett Place Mall, kicking off the next phase of the mall's redevelopment. Gwinnett's Urban Redevelopment Agency will now own more than 87 acres of the mall site. With this latest acquisition, which is expected to close by the end of October, the county plans to build a mixed-use area with green space and transit. A major company expanding in Alpharetta, Equifax, says it's investing $25 million to expand its campus on Windward Concourse, creating space for nearly 250 new jobs. That brings total full-time employment at the site to more than 1,600 jobs. The company says Alpharetta's support will help it continue attracting top-tier tech talent. Renovations are expected to begin later this year. Despite pleas from the family of Malachi Mitchell, no charges are filed in his death. Today's decision comes months after his body was found in the backseat of a car during a traffic stop.
The district attorney saying the case is closed and charges will not be filed against the driver. 21-year-old Malachi Mitchell was shot during a firearm sale inside a car. His mother had been demanding an arrest and charges be filed against the man she says, quote, murdered her son.
I don't know why Malachi Mitchell was shot, and I don't know why the killer is still walking free to this day.
But the district attorney says after a thorough investigation, it was determined it was self-defense. The case now closed. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An arrest is made in connection with 3 separate rapes in Douglas County between 2012 and 2024. Investigators are able to identify multiple victims through the National DNA Database. The DA's office says Bobby Lee Hart's crimes go back more than 3 decades. They're releasing photos of him from different time periods and are asking more victims to come forward. Hart has also gone by multiple aliases. A man accused of intentionally setting a fire in DeKalb County that killed a woman and injured her son is arrested in Alabama. 48-year-old Stephanie Wiley died in the fire at the Hills at Farrington Apartments. Officer Blaine Clark with DeKalb Police says 44-year-old Sean Fales was caught during a traffic stop in Chambers County, Alabama.
When Fales is booked into the DeKalb County Jail, he will be facing charges of murder, aggravated assault, and arson.
Fales was Wiley's ex-boyfriend. Police in Rockdale County police are searching for the person who threw a puppy from a moving car.
Animal control got a call that a puppy was thrown out of a window. They had an eyewitness that spotted the car.
Jordan Lowe, president of Semper Fi Pet Rescue, says despite heroic efforts by a team of vets, the dog died. A reward is now offered for information that leads to an arrest. A plan to rezone a historic piece of land for a gas station and convenience stores put on hold by Cobb County's Planning Commission.
The site was once the historic McAfee House, moved in 6 pieces to his new home in Cherokee County. Bells Ferry Elementary School 4th grader Max Ramsey told the Planning Commission no gas station is welcome on the old site.
It will pollute the air and the earth. My friends have allergies and asthma, so it would be harder for them to breathe. This would not be good for our health.
Max and others expressed concerns about traffic at the intersection. The Planning Commission tabled the vote, requesting more information about specific traffic issues. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Jammed up between Duluth and Suwanee with this travel advisory. Crash 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111. 2 right lanes are blocked. You're slow back toward Duluth Highway. You can use Satellite Boulevard as an alternate. 75 northbound through Marietta. We got a stall in the center lane. DOT says 75 northbound at I-575. That's causing the slow ride back to North Marietta Parkway. And we had a stall just moved all to the right. 20 westbound out of downtown toward West Atlanta at Lowry Boulevard. All lanes open there. Crash continues in the right lane. 285 westbound, the interloop at Moreland Avenue, exit 53. But the big issue is you cannot access 285 west, the interloop from Moreland Avenue. So you're going to have to either go over to Boulder Crest Road or Jonesboro Road to get on 285 west. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Partly cloudy through this afternoon, high 83. An isolated rain shower possible for the ride home this evening. Lows tonight in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with a few hit or miss rain showers, high 84. Mostly cloudy on Thursday with scattered rain showers and a few thunderstorms, high 86.
82 in Roswell, 79 in Peachtree City, and 82 in Clarkston. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And look who's here. Mr. I Never Age. Mr. Handsome. Mr. Happy Retirement. Wes Moss is here.
Oh, it's a great intro. Thank you.
I had
Hey,
to,
guys.
well, you know.
Happy retirees. That's right.
Are there a lot of happy retirees out there? I think the retirees, more and more, Wes Moss, I have to say, I'm being exposed to a lot of information that makes me think that maybe the older people are stealing from the younger people.
Why? Because in general they're happier?
Well, no, they're happier, but we're not selling our homes like back in the old days and making them available to the market.
Hey, you're hoarding your homes.
Yeah,
That's
my
right.
wife and I
You're
we're not downsizing and moving to some townhome to die in. We're just sort of staying in the same place we were when we had a larger family. And also because the older people, I think a lot of this is because the older people vote. And younger people sometimes get turned on by a candidate, but if they don't get turned on by some kind of candidate, they don't vote. And the older people apparently are voting for all kinds of policies that help the older people, but don't help just as a generalized, kind of thing.
That's probably not too far off.
It's kind of cruel though, isn't it? To, kind of set up the generations against each other.
Yeah, why would you guys do that to us?
Look, the minute you turn 18, you're allowed to vote.
That's right. And so what you're saying is
there's a lot of 18 through 50-year-olds in this country.
And you're saying they
have plenty of authority, plenty of momentum if they want to use it.
They need to flex that power. So if they need to get out there and vote against their parents and grandparents.
Why can't they just give us what we want without us having to vote?
Well, it just doesn't work that way.
We should.
We have to know what you want.
Yeah, you have to tell us what you want by
house.
Okay, well, see, you got to find a candidate that's going to say, I'm going to get you a house. And then if a lot of people vote for that person, then they know, hey, these kids, they want houses.
I'm moving to New York. Mom Donnie will give me a house.
That's right. He's going to give you a house and free bodegas.
And a bus.
And there'll be no police, so it'll be great.
Oh, is he getting rid of the police, too?
That's what he said he was going to do.
Tell you, the Broadway district ought to be something else.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to go over really well.
How's our economy doing, Wes Moss? What do you think? Where are we? What's going on?
There are plenty of things that are still strong. So the labor market is still good. Continuing claims, which are kind of a leading indicator on whether the job market is fragile or not. That's still, those are tame. So, or initial jobless claims, they continue to be relatively tame. Wages are up 4%, 4 or 5% over the last year. That outpaces inflation. So the labor market is strong. And then the consumer is still holding in there. Now, the lower end consumer, not so much, but we continue to see higher consumer spending. Americans are good at that. So there's plenty of positives to point to. On the downside, housing is still totally stuck in the mud. And even if the Fed lowers rates, and I think this is important for
Trump keeps saying that's only because they won't lower rates.
I think that the Wall Street Journal had an article. I think we talked about it this week. I've been talking about it on Money Matters over and over again over the last couple of weeks.
That's your show right here on WSB.
Right, Sunday mornings. And from 9 to 11 right here. But there's just a really big difference between what the Fed does with rates and where rates for mortgages are. They don't control the mortgage rate. They don't. And the interest rate environment is a long curve. At the front of the curve is what the Fed controls. And then the other 99% of the curve has to do with what the market thinks, where the economy is going, what our budget deficit looks like, what our overall deficit looks like. Do we have to continue to devalue the dollar in order to pay back the debt? What's inflation look like? So the rest of the interest rate environment, which is what we care about as consumers, mortgage rates are predicated on the 10-year treasury. Credit card rates are predicated on not the federal funds rate. And so the Fed could lower rates 0.5%, full percent. We could go down to 3%. Doesn't mean it doesn't mean the mortgage rates are going to go down.
Right.
In fact, they may even go up a little bit. Today, we saw interest rates actually go up. Now, that's because of this new mess with tariffs. But the new mess with tariffs says, wait a minute, now all of a sudden, all those billions we brought in from tariffs, maybe that doesn't go towards the government. Maybe the budget deficit's worse. So what happens? Interest rates go up, not down. So there are certainly cross currents. The economy, I'd still say, is in okay shape. It's not in bad shape at all. Plenty of positives, but you've got a couple of nagging things, housing 1, deficits 2, that keep us somewhat out of the green light go zone.
I don't have it in front of me, so the numbers, I think it's maybe 56%. It's higher than usual. Wall Street Journal article today. Or maybe I saw it somewhere. It was some kind of poll, Nord or whatever, basically that more people are saying that they don't believe that they're going to be able to achieve the American dream than ever before, or at least in a very long time, or that their children are going to have a better life than they are. And so this gets me this question. This is my question. Is it possible that somehow, for some reason that I don't know what the reason is because I'm not an economist, that some of these things that we used to base, hey, we know the economy's doing well based on this metric or that metric, Wall Street metrics, job numbers, things like that. Is it at all possible that there's a disconnect and that these things can look rosy, but the average American is not feeling the positivity that's supposed to come from that? Is it possible that something has changed in the economy itself, or what people, because if you just look at the metrics, hey, we're doing great, but people don't feel that way.
You're talking about what I would consider as a parent with kids. I think that there's this right hook, left hook. We're getting hit twice about how our kids are going to fare in the economy. And the first one is housing. And part of I would say the core of the American dream is to have home ownership.
Yeah.
That is very out of reach. That's out of reach for wealthy people. Wealthy people just happen to already have homes. But if they were to be told that you've got to go buy a house today, starting fresh, even though they have the money they have today, it still would be hard for them.
Yeah.
So that's the right hook. And then the left hook, which is could be the more difficult part of the equation, is that we as parents, we do not know if just good old-fashioned hard work and an education are going to get our kids to where we are today.
That's what people are doubting.
That's what is. I doubt it as a parent.
Yeah.
That to me as a parent,
it's that feeling of even if I do everything right, am I actually going to get to where I don't. What I'm wondering about is, like, is there some kind of change? You know, we've had so many changes in our economy. You know, right now, they say we're doing well, and I don't want to talk it down, but isn't it like, you know, NVIDIA and a few other companies, if these companies not crashed totally, but I mean, if somehow something happened where they lost their validity and money kept pouring, it would affect the whole. If there were 6 or 7 of these tech companies that suddenly started to dip, it would take much of the economy down with them. Maybe that has something to do with that most people probably still don't work in tech or tech adjacent industries.
Well, so one big, let's call it, there's an endless list of economic things, data points to look at. The one of them that's I would have to be in the top dozen would be capital expenditures. What companies are putting, how much companies are spending. And you're right, a huge part of CapEx, which looks great right now on paper. If you look at CapEx, it's an asset. It just keeps climbing. Well, where's it all coming from? It's coming from giant tech companies building data centers, and they're spending not millions but billions, and that's CapEx. But maybe just to answer your question, the way you have to look at the economy, in my opinion, it's employment and consumer spending and consumer confidence and business confidence and housing and manufacturing and CapEx, et cetera, et cetera. You get my point here is that there are a couple dozen really big factors, and you have to look at all of them in totality. And that's why I think they still tell the story. And the story right now is mixed to ever so slightly good, at least for today. And I don't think that changes just because we're looking at a lot of different ways to measure.
So the working person should get rid of their, I mean, I'm not saying that they should, but I'm saying that the working person should get rid of their wariness of AI and cross their fingers, because if AI doesn't start producing products that make people money in the next year or so, boy, a lot of this construction of data centers and those kind of jobs, we're putting. Do you feel like I do that maybe there's too many eggs being put into one basket, and that is that basket has to work, or else the rest of the baskets are
the
in
big
trouble.
AI basket.
The big AI basket.
Well, it's a $500 billion spend right now. The question is, how do you make back $500 billion in the next year, 2 years, 5 years? It's not impossible, but I would not doubt in a year from today we're talking about, wow, is it really panned out?
Yeah, and then Wall Street starts going, well, maybe we shouldn't keep buying NVIDIA or something like that.
But that happened back when in the advent of the internet in the early 80s, or I'm sorry, the late 90s. There was this, the world's going to change overnight, and then it didn't. Then we had issues, and then eventually it created massive productivity. We could see the same thing.
It's possible. It's possible. It's hard to believe that AI is going to have the kind of broad effect on the upper middle classes that the internet did. That's the problem. Even all of the AI promise, I just wonder if a lot of that money goes right to the top. Hello to Alex Williams. Alex has better news on 85 in Sewanee.
Hey, good afternoon, Eric. Welcome back. Yeah, we were watching this travel advisory crash in Sewanee, 85 northbound, Highway 317, exit 111. It has since cleared all to the right. Everything back open, but nonetheless, the brake lights still stretch back towards Sugarloaf Parkway. Hopefully, those will start to improve. If you're traveling 75 northbound through Marietta into Kennesaw, heads up. Stalled pickup truck in the center lane on 75 north right at 575, exit number 268. How are things shaping up through downtown Atlanta, Sydney Darden?
Well, the brake lights are pretty heavy, 85 southbound through Midtown. If you're coming from I-75, you are going to be on that brake pedal around exit 252 to Northside Drive. Similar story, Georgia 400. You are braking as soon as you merge on from Georgia 400 onto I-85 southbound. Also feeling the pinch, I-85 northbound, leaving exit 263 to Langford Parkway through the heart of the city. This report is sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's pest-free 365 service. For your free, no-obligation quote, call or visit activepestcontrol.com today from the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is at 5 p.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Arum here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Do you have mystery stains on your carpet? Call Zero Res Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Right now, clean more, and save up to $30. Mention WSB to secure this deal today. Schedule online at ZeroResAtlanta.com. ZeroRes, it's the right way to clean.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
The Lloyd Advisory Group has a question for you. Is your retirement inflation-proof? Here's what we mean. In retirement, chances are you're on a fixed income with unpredictable expenses. So how do you not run out of money when the cost of just about everything continues to go up? You inflation-proof it. Financial advisor Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group can show you ways to help fight inflation so it doesn't outpace your income. Call us today at 770-766-5611. Inflation can take a huge chunk out of your retirement savings, but it doesn't have to. With some simple planning, inflation can go from being a major disruption to a minor annoyance. Call Mark Lloyd and the team at Lloyd Advisory Group now to start inflation-proofing your retirement today. 770-766-5611. That's 770-766-5611. Insurance products and services are offered through the Lloyd Advisory Group. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal.
It's Home Show time! Dave Baker here, and it's time for the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days full of great tips and practical advice from over 200 local experts. For more info and to save money on your tickets, go to FallAtlantaHomeshow.com. It's Home Show time! Dave Baker here, and it's time for the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days full of great tips and practical advice from over 200 local experts. For more info and to save money on your tickets, go to FallAtlantaHomeshow.com.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied, it's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches like a sports bar and water slides. Ah, bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Wes Moss, before we continue, first let people know how they can get more Wes Moss.
Easy to do so right here on WSB Radio, 9 to 11 on Sundays from Money Matters and the Retire Sooner podcast.
Very nice.
And, of course, to reach out with actual questions, yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
All right, we don't have a lot of time left, and we were having a conversation during the break. And I just want to ask you if you will agree with me, Wes Moss, that we should give the advice to everybody, but especially the younger you are. I mean, if you're older, you're just so deep in debt, you're never going to get out anyway. But if you're younger, Tim Andrews still owns like a college loan or something from the 80s.
They can dig it out of my grave.
Would you agree with me that people should just not use Klarna and other things like that to buy concert tickets and, a dress or little things like that split things up into 4 payments? It's called predatory lending, and you are going to get yourself into a lot more of a jackpot than you're already in.
It is the first evolution that is worse than the credit card.
Right.
It is. So a credit card, to some extent, you can do that, but you do typically need at least a little bit of credit to get a credit card. Whereas the next evolution of that, which is even more dangerous, are when you're buying something for $80 or $120, and all of a sudden you can spread those payments out over time through one of those new versions of lenders of the last couple of years that have become so prevalent. I think those are even worse and more dangerous than good old-fashioned credit cards.
If you find yourself in a position where you cannot afford a $120 concert ticket, you should not go to that concert. And what you should also get angry at the artists that are your favorite artists that are not that are completely pricing you out or assuming that you should go into some kind of debt. Now, here's the thing with Klarna and the other ones. I know with Klarna, I'm assuming the other models are the same. So the way they get you, okay, it's 4 payments. You're buying something for $80. It's 4 payments. And the way they get you is if you pay it all back in time, no interest.
Sure.
But if you're the type of person that's using Klarna once for this, you're probably going to use it again for that, and then the other thing. And I would love to see it, but I would be willing to bet that the number of customers that actually do pay these things off on time with no interest is, I'm assuming, less than 10% of the people. Now, I don't know that.
I don't know the numbers. I don't think it's that low.
Let's say it's like 20%. Even if it's 25, 75%, whatever it is, even if it's 30, you've got 70% that are going into interest over. And here's the thing. You talk about credit cards. And when credit cards got worse is when people started using them to buy smaller and smaller items if they didn't have the money to be able to pay it all off at the end of the month. So a credit card is fine if you need to buy a new washer dryer. Because you don't have that much. But when people start using credit cards for smaller things,
concert tickets,
and
cigarettes,
cruises.
And by the way, thank you to the high schools in this country who parents have been saying for years, you should teach our kids about finances, and they just won't teach kids what compound finance is. But you know what? They all graduate being able to spot a bully. So they are doing something. Just nothing that really helps you with your life.
Hey, don't forget I get those points on my credit card.
Okay, you are. Yeah, it makes every
digital confetti, as you like to say. Digital confetti. It's
digital
good.
confetti. All right, Wes Moss, thank you very much with your very friendly and handsome face. It's been nice hearing you today.
Always great to be here, guys.
Have a great week. Alex Williams says there's lots of brake lights on 285 through Sandy Springs.
Yeah, getting tough out there, Eric. Just that afternoon volume. 285 westbound fills in from Ashford Dunwoody Road over to Riverside Drive and Sandy Springs, and you're going to stay on and off the brakes southbound through Smyrna Vinings to I-20, the West Freeway. Heads up on the south side perimeter. Still watching this crash in the right lane. 285 westbound, the inner loop, Moreland Avenue, exit 53. Also, the on-ramp from Moreland Avenue to 285 westbound, also blocked there. We got trouble on I-75 in Cobb County. Sydney Darden.
Yeah, it all circles around a stalled pickup truck. I-75 northbound near I-575, exit 268. It's sitting in that center lane, causing you delays as you're making your way up through Kennesaw on towards Woodstock. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's Ashley Frasco. When installing sod, freshness is key. That's why I trust NG Turf. With multiple farms in the Atlanta area, they deliver the freshest, highest quality sod, including Zeon Zoysia and Tiff Tough Bermuda. Shop these and more at ngturf.com.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you'd need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned, still no contracts, and still offering monitoring from just $16.95 a month.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we are here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is hiring residential garage door technicians and installers. You can earn a hiring bonus up to $2,500. Apply today at overheaddooratlanta.com. overheaddooratlanta.com.
This year marks the 90th anniversary of Social Security, a cornerstone of financial security in America. For 9 decades, it has kept hundreds of millions of Americans out of poverty and given families across the country peace of mind and dignity in retirement. That's why AARP will never stop fighting to protect the Social Security payments you've earned. Learn more at aarp.org/protect Social Security. That's aarp.org/protect Social Security. Paid for by AARP Georgia.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Retire Ready with David Nicholas of Nicholas Wealth Management Saturday at 6 to get answers to your retirement. Nicholas Wealth is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by D. Geller and Son Jewelers. Our top local story: rape cases in Douglas County may span decades.
52-year-old Bobby Lee Hart Jr. was arrested for 3 rapes in Douglas County last month, but now DA Delia Racine says he's facing 4 and perhaps even more assaults that date back to the early 1990s.
Some of these developments came from CODIS hits, which means DNA evidence from older sexual assault cases that have matched to the suspect's DNA.
Racine is urging possible victims to come forward, even though it's hard to do.
You are not alone. We are here to listen to you.
No arraignment for Hart has been set. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. What are the rain chances when you wake up in the morning? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Georgia lawmakers today showing their support for workers at the Atlanta-based CDC.
In today's climate of misinformation, conspiracy theories, and politically motivated rhetoric, our CDC heroes are under attack.
State Representative Amari Crawford says the baseless vilification of CDC professionals is dangerous. In an email to CDC employees last week, Health Secretary Kennedy says he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. A suspect is arrested in a neighboring state in a deadly Labor Day arson case.
When firefighters arrived on scene at the Hills at Farrington Apartments, they saw people jumping to safety from the second floor. The fire that was intentionally set ended up killing one woman, 48-year-old Stephanie Wiley. Police say the man who set the fire, 44-year-old Sean Fales, knew the woman.
Fales is the victim's ex-boyfriend.
Officer Blaine Clark with DeKalb Police says Fales was arrested during a traffic stop in Chambers County, Alabama. He's being charged with murder, aggravated assault, and arson. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An elderly woman rescued in a weekend house fire in Gwinnett County has died. The fire broke out Sunday afternoon on Eastwood Drive in Snellville. A caller to 911 reported heavy smoke and flames coming from the house and said there was one person trapped inside. The victim was found on the first floor and was rushed to the hospital where she died. The fire started in the garage. The cause remains under investigation. A heartbreaking case of animal abuse in Rockdale County.
After the puppy rescuer's nickname Bo was thrown out the window of a white Honda Accord in a church parking lot, he was rushed to a nearby shelter.
Did a lot of x-rays, a lot of damage to his heart and lungs.
Clearly needing urgent care, Jordan Lowe, president of Simplify Pet Rescue, was contacted. Her team whisked Bo to Ball Ground for access to an oxygen chamber. Despite their efforts, his injuries were too severe.
He crashed. They performed CPR for 3 minutes, and they just couldn't get his heart started.
Lowe says signs point to past abuse in Bo's short life. Anyone with information is urged to contact Rockdale law enforcement. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. has conducted a lethal strike on a drug vessel in the southern Caribbean. Rubio says the vessel departed from Venezuela and was being operated by a designated narco-terrorist organization. President Trump says there were a lot of drugs on the boat. President Trump says he's moving Space Command headquarters from Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama. Colorado Attorney General Phil Weiser says he's ready to take the president to court. He says the decision will impact military readiness.
Even under the best circumstances, this is a body blow. This is a harmful step. It's going to hurt Space Command.
The president says the move will create thousands of jobs. Space Command oversees military space operations and the defense of satellites. Georgia State University gets a $1.3 million grant from the National Science Foundation to help make out-of-this-world discoveries. It'll pay for upgrades to GSU's state-of-the-art Chara Array telescope in California. Array director Dr. Gail Schaefer says they'll be able to see stars in different wavelengths at the same time.
It allows us to get a lot more information about the stars that we're looking at.
Georgia State says the upgrades are expected to come online in 2028 and could lead to a fresh surge of new discoveries. The Powerball jackpot jumps to $1.3 billion. The last jackpot winner was May 31st, making Wednesday night's drawing one of the biggest in the game's history. It is now 4:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Well, Bill, we got some better news in the northwest part of town. Cobb County hero to the rescue, and the stall has been cleared out of the center lane, 75 northbound at 575 exit 268, but still seeing the slow traffic back to Delk Road. If you're traveling Georgia 400 northbound, you're on the brakes as well through Sandy Springs from 285, but it improves once you get up past the North Springs MARTA station. Watching some new trouble on I-85 in Gwinnett County at Sidney Darden.
Yeah, it's a stalled vehicle sitting in one lane, I-85 northbound near exit 108 to Sugarloaf Parkway. Adding to those delays, adding to those delays from a leftover crash, I-85 northbound at Lawrenceville Suwannee exit 111. So you're going to see some backup as you're making your way up towards the northeastern side. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy this evening, increasing cloud cover overnight with a few light rain showers for tomorrow morning, lows in the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy with a few pop-up storms, high 84. Thursday, partly to mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers, high 86.
Right now it's 81 in Stone Mountain, 84 in Smyrna, 78 in Union City. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
My name is Maria. Okay, I lied. It's Mary. But I'm feeling more European after my European-style holiday on MSC Cruises. The ristoranti, restaurants, nightlife and shops in La Galleria, and of course, American touches like a sports bar and water slides. Bellissimo. Okay, this is a problem.
Book now and save up to 40% off, plus kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Hey, you can skip the hassle of constantly cleaning and costly repairs and sell your home completely stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Now's a great time to sell your home in Atlanta as home values have continued to rise and your home may be worth more than you even realize. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can receive the strongest cash offer in the industry and close within days. One of their clients, Chris, said, quote, Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allowed us to sell our 16-year-old home without having to spend thousands on repairs. It also eliminated all the stress of showings, constant cleaning, negotiating. Their guaranteed offer was more than we were hoping for, and the whole process was fast. With nearly 10,000 five-star reviews, Mark Spain Real Estate is the most trusted and experienced real estate team in the U.S. Find out what the guaranteed offer would be on your home. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com and get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com, and you can start packing.
All right. Back-to-back Doctrinaires at Large, because we are joined right now by Bill Crane. It's time for the Bill Crane Brain Drain. How are you, Bill?
I am doing well. How are you?
I am doing well. You sound well. I want to start out with something a little bit local, and it's not really I just want to know, you hear about these things from time to time, and I'm just like, I wonder, should we think that maybe there's trouble with financing or something? So Dunwoody is offering an amnesty program for unpaid tickets or missed court dates. Is this just an expedited way to try to clean up some of the stuff in the courts, or is it a way for them to just stop spending money on this stuff? Why do places do this?
People don't often pay their parking tickets, for one, and then there are other types of fines that cities will levy, and these newer municipalities perhaps didn't have the best working Excel spreadsheets or Quicken system when they put them in place. They transferred from the paper or Excel spreadsheet system to say something that's more complex. And so the record keeping is not 1,000%, but mostly this is about kind of giving like the library books occasionally, the library waiving. If you return the books, we'll waive the fine. This is them kind of rebooting. They may be going through a new system integration, and this is the easiest way to do that. And it's a nice cash boost if you're having a slow revenue month. Not that there's financial irregularities or improprieties or city Dunleavy's going broke, but it'll probably bring in several dozen $1,000s for people who would prefer not to pay the late fines or the additional penalties, or to be able to have them forgiven by bringing them in when this one-time offer occurs.
And I'm sure that they wouldn't say this publicly and have it not be true, but should people get some sort of guarantee because they're publicly told this is not a trap? It's not, no one's going to come back and nothing's going to come back upon you. And there's no reason to not believe that if they've said it publicly, I suppose, at a local level. But is there anything that people should do to make sure that they get that receipt? Like, hey, I'm clean now?
I'd ask for a receipt, but I would note multiple other cities, counties, even states have done this before. And your biggest reason for doing it is if you don't, a lot of states, counties, municipalities turn their creditors over to collection agencies, and it will ding your credit, and you will get those incessant phone calls about the $38 speeding ticket or parking ticket from 7 years ago that now has fines and fees on top. I've got one in Florida that I think last time I looked at it, like $756 for running one of those automatic red light cameras at Walmart. I'm not paying it.
Well, you
just rental car. I don't even think I was driving the car at the time. We had other family members down there, but I'm not paying it.
Bill Crane's on the run. Okay.
The lawyers after me.
No wonder we never see you in the state of Florida. Now I figured it out.
With the city of Dunwoody, guys, by the way, it did say that they saved the program resolved over 50 failure to appear warrant status cases last
and
year.
That's what I'm talking about is the blanket guarantee that you're going to walk away free and you're not really going to. Some people would think this is some sort of kind of like honey trap just to get them to come in.
Bench warrants typically are only issued with intent and muscle behind them if you're being charged with a felony, not for a traffic ticket or an unpaid fine. But cities get desperate enough or you pile up 15 or 20 parking tickets, don't be surprised if you don't have a police officer come knocking on your door.
There you go. And we are, just because I watched that Superman over the weekend and it made me really really think about what's right and wrong and doing the right thing. So George Clark has called the authorities in Florida, and they will be.
I'll be on the lookout.
Yeah,
I've got that extra passport. And,
yeah, I'd get out of Georgia soon. All right, so what do you think of all of this that's been going on over Labor Day weekend with the speculation about the president's health and him not being seen, and made some kind of like odd statements from the White House that don't seem to line up? We saw him today. He has been out there. He appears to me to maybe have lost some weight. My feeling is the truth is kind of somewhere in the middle. It's not as extreme as the people who say he's dying, but it's not as good, I think, as the administration wants you to believe.
All the way back to Bill Clinton's presidency, I got to say, I felt we need an impartial physician that is the White House physician that doesn't offer these blanket statements of good health, or as Joe Biden's physician constantly did, that he was in great cognitive ability. That's a separate issue from the issue around Donald Trump. But I think the nation would be well served if the Surgeon General or some official who didn't have a personal pre-existing relationship with the occupant of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue periodically looked in and did checkups on the president. That said, he's 78 years old. We've noted some issues recently with bruising, perhaps the indications of irregular IV use in one of his hands. He's got cankles. He's got some other physical evidence that he's having some circulatory issues. Plus, they acknowledge that he's got an issue with his blood backing up in some places. All of those things, with the pace and schedule he keeps and the energy level that he has, you're going to have some moments of illness. You're going to have, I just got through a battle that I hope I'm done with, but I don't know yet, with cancer that could have killed me. So you don't know what's coming. But it is something the United States people need more transparency on, because if something were to happen, if he were to have a brain embolism, the shift in significance of the balance of power in the country, who's calling the shots, is significant. So I don't think it's a violation of privacy when you're running for that office to expect more in the way of transparency of both the health of the vice president, the president, and because they are third in charge of the Speaker of the House on a regular basis.
Yeah, I think my speculation, and this is purely speculation, is there was something but not what people thought. Like they need to be more transparent, especially after going after the last president for not being transparent. But my feeling is that there was some sort of medical something, some sort of process that had to be done, something. And that's pure speculation.
Well, let's say hypothetically he needed to lose weight. Let's say he went on Wegovy or some of those weight loss drugs. There are side effects.
Yes.
And some of the side effects are not minor. And so it could be something as simple as that. He finally decided, given some of his not really healthy choices of diet, to lose some weight to be able to maintain the schedule that he does. And again, there can be side effects of that. I saw the footage you saw today. He doesn't look like he's dying or needs to be hospitalized, but
did look like he lost some weight. Did you?
There's a lot of things you cannot see, and he also may not have been wearing his bulletproof vest today. There's a lot of things you just can't see.
I didn't think of that. That's a good point. I didn't think of that because I saw a picture of him over the weekend, and then I saw him today, and I just thought, man, he's lost weight. But now I hadn't thought about what you just said. If he's usually wearing a bulletproof vest
most of the
underneath.
times when he leaves the White House, even when he's going out on the lawn to a press scrum, he's got the vest on. That's one of the reasons you always see him in a suit jacket, and true also of his children.
Okay, all right. So that can make some sense as to why he seemed to be sort of slimming down to me. But all right, let's take a break. We'll come back and we'll get more. We'll drain a bit more from the brain of Bill Crane. Look, there it goes. Be careful. Alex Williams says there's trouble on 285 North in DeKalb.
Yeah, we got it on the jam cam here, Eric. It is a stall, and the left lane is blocked. 285 northbound, the outer loop I-20 exit 46. Delays already stretching back toward Boulder Crest Road. Now traveling 285 westbound, the inner loop, we're still dealing with this crash cleanup in the right lane at Moreland Avenue exit 53. That's also blocking the on-ramp from Moreland Avenue to 285 west, so you're going to have to scoot over to Jonesboro Road to access 285 westbound, the inner loop there around Moreland Avenue. Checking the ride on I-20 on the west side of town at Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and it's a real stop-and-go-ish ride. If you're going towards Lithia Springs and on into Douglasville, you're going to see the volume I-20 westbound mostly around exit 44 to Thornton Road. If you're headed inside the perimeter, those brake lights start up just before you're reaching exit 49 to Fulton Industrial, making your way inside the perimeter. But other than that, a smooth ride over on the West Freeway. Traffic updates on 95.5 WSB.
Topical.
Basically, the text of the email reads like this.
Local.
Someone bought a car with my credit, and someone tried to file a tax return.
Mark Aram.
I'm a simple man with simple needs.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible, yet simple, one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Aram back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow, it's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows the best way to handle that dripping pipe or flickering light isn't just wishing it'll go away on its own. Good news for you. You don't have to think too hard to take care of these issues, thanks to our free, no-obligation plumbing or electrical safety inspection with any paid service. The experts at Castile will fix any small problems before they become big, expensive ones, and even have 0% interest financing available on repairs and replacements. Enough with the wishful thinking. Book today at CastileAir.com.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's yourwealth.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Don't let a DUI ruin your life. Hire the attorney that other attorneys hire. GeorgeStein.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
All right, Bill Crane, before we talk about our final stuff here, let people know how they can get more Bill Crane.
You can look online at Bill Crane, One Man's Opinion, WSBRadio.com, CSI Crane, or just type in Bill Crane, CSI Crane, and you'll have plenty of options of ways to reach me via phone, email, text, and multiple social media, including TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook and YouTube.
Number one influencer on TikTok, Bill Crane.
He's huge.
He's at the very top.
He's got a great store.
Oh, he's got a great store.
Madison
and,
Humphrey better watch out.
Live streams like you wouldn't believe. Do they do live streams?
They
I don't
do.
even know.
Yeah.
So, Bill Crane, Congress is returning, and we get, I don't care who the president is, who runs Congress. Same old story. Congress returns. And the first thing they have to do is dodge a government shutdown. You've been watching this stuff for a long time. Now what's going to happen is CNN, they're going to have a bunch of stories about how your grandmother's not going to be able to eat. And they know how this ends. It ends with them punting and compromising for 6 months or 3 months or something. Will we ever get out of this cycle? Are we ever going to have politicians that are willing to make difficult votes ever again in my lifetime?
There are individual members, but it's difficult to move a congressional majority, particularly when you got an election cycle coming up with the majority in both chambers being so close. President Trump campaigned on, and right after he was elected, asked Congress to make a substantial increase in the debt ceiling to avoid and avert this, where you wouldn't have this happening every 3 to 6 months. And in part because the Republicans were saying we want to shrink the budget, we want to shrink the federal government, and Donald Trump promising to do so with DOGE, they didn't think they would need it, so they didn't do it. So here we are. But you're right. At the 11th hour, there'll be a deal cut, and narrowly they'll avert catastrophe. But it is getting realer and realer with things like the tariffs, that some of our relationships with key trade partners are eroding. Trust in America, the American dollar, is sliding. And when we lose that reserve currency to the Chinese yuan or some other currency of the globe, there will be hell to pay in terms of non-financial funding of our debt by Saudi Arabia, China, and other countries that buy up our debt because of the certainty of repayment if we should ever default and let one of these debt extensions go unanswered and basically allow the bonds to be defaulted upon.
Do you think, because I you know how I am about the neocons and the intelligence agencies, I think they just get it wrong every time. And I think a little bit of what you're saying, I mean, we saw where now Russia and China, I guess it's they're getting together for a celebration at the end of World War II, but India is now there with them. Modi is there with him. It's always been, I've always heard the idea, I don't know what it is these neocons are thinking, but I always heard you never want to push Russia towards China. They've done that, and now India's in. So that makes me feel like that whole BRICS thing, the global south, I mean, that can't happen overnight, but our policies seem to be pushing us back, into a world like that.
25% tariff on China, and Modi sold himself in his most recent election on his personal relationship with Trump. And I say China, I mean India. We've got substantial tariffs that weren't there 6 months ago that do slow the purchase here of Indian goods by the companies and individuals who are purchasing those goods paying the tariff. The countries don't pay the tariffs. The companies and individuals importing the goods do. It's instant revenue for the government, which is one of the reasons Donald Trump likes it, but it tends to slow sales and orders in the economies of the exporting nation. And that's causing problems with a lot of our relationships with long-time trade and states partners like India.
And we have used our economic power in terms of sanctions and you can't play the game with us as a way to, I'll just say it, kind of bully other countries into following us along.
Reward your friends and penalize your enemies, except for right now the lines aren't so clear. Who's who?
Yeah, and I think that with India and Russia and China, and they're talking about building their own gas pipeline now, so that they can, so we're being pushed back to kind of a bipolar world. It's not just going to be Soviet Union versus the United States, but it's going to be one side and another unless we figure something out pretty soon.
Like World War II with the Allied and Axis powers, yes. And again, for us to be on the stronger side of that equation, we have to have a lot of powerful allies, so you don't run off your friends. And there's been a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, it's a little ad hoc. It seems ad hoc to me to be an economic. You can't. And I'm not in favor of the Ukraine thing either, but I don't understand from the point of view of Trump, I'm going to get a coalition of these European, of these allies that we have around the world against Putin. But then at the same time, I'm going to be engaged in all-out economic warfare with the same people and the same countries that I'm trying to. I mean, I know we have a deal with the European Union.
And demanding that they bring their NATO spending up to a certain level that they haven't met. And granted, it should have happened before, and other presidents should have carried that message. But doing that all at once does not warm the cuckles of their hearts.
Yeah, Trump was saying on Truth Social that India needs us more than we need them.
Okay, that's a whole thing. But India has China and Russia now. And, just because you beat the team last season doesn't mean you're going to beat them during your regular season schedule this year. So
without the generic pharmaceutical products that Indian companies and companies that are owned by other countries of the world produce that come into the United States that allow for cheaper medications to go to senior citizen folks on Medicare, we would have a whole other problem. So there's more than one way to look at it in terms of economic superiority when you're talking about world trade.
And when it comes to NATO, I'm an extremist. If I was president, I would get rid of it. I would just, that's it. You're done. Get out of here. We don't need you anymore. Oh, the Soviet Union doesn't exist anymore. Okay, bye, NATO. I know you're not for that, Bill Crane, but I'm that kind of extremist. Bill Crane, have a great week. We'll talk to you next.
Take care.
All right, my friend. Alex Williams says it's a jammed ride through downtown.
Yeah, plenty of brake lights this afternoon, Eric, and they start southbound right at the 85-400 merge. Going to take you about 25 minutes to go from there down to I-20. Northbound slow as well, 75-85 northbound. Those brake lights find you from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up past Freedom Parkway. Maybe a little bit better news with trouble on 285 in DeKalb County, Sydney Darden?
Yeah, we did have a stalled vehicle I-285 eastbound around exit 46 to I-20. It looks like it just cleared in the last few minutes. Nonetheless, there are still some stop-and-go delays as you're making your way around that eastern perimeter. This report is sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Just a word of wisdom from your friend Mark Aram. A damaged roof doesn't always lead to an entire roof replacement project. As a full-service Atlanta roofing company, my friends at Dr. Roof offer comprehensive roof repairs that will lengthen the lifespan of your existing roof and ensure that it will continue to protect your home as it should. It's storm season. Get peace of mind from my friends at Dr. Roof. They've been in business for over 35 years. And Dr. Roof offers up to a 5-year warranty on roof repairs. Get all the info online at drroof.com.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
2 houses, same neighborhood, nearly identical. But one had an orchard sign and it sold for way more. So what happened? Well, the first homeowner used a traditional agent. And after weeks of sitting on the market, price drops, and mounting frustration, they settled for less than they'd hoped for. The second homeowner chose Orchard. Their local orchard agent didn't just list the home, they knew how to market it properly. They knew which upgrades would attract serious buyers, brought in pros to handle the prep, and positioned the home to sell for top dollar. And thanks to Orchard's Move First, Sell Later program, that homeowner moved into their new place before the old one even hit the market. No showings, no disruptions, no living in limbo. That's the difference. Never settle for less. Get more with Orchard. Start with a free home valuation at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Well, they said it was fixed, but was it? When TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling say it's fixed, it's really fixed. That's part of how they love your home. Hey, it's Chris Chandler, and these are the folks I trust in my home because of their attention to detail, expertise, and a job done right the first time. And to back it up, TE Certified offers a lifetime workmanship warranty.
TE Certified, we love your home.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story showing support for the CDC. Former employees and some Georgia lawmakers speak out at the state capitol today.
Less than a week after resigning his post at the CDC, Dr. Dan Jernigan says recent events are hurting the reputation and standing of the Atlanta-based agency.
You could almost see this as death by 1,000 cuts. We're cutting staff. We're cutting resources, we're undercutting science, and that's leading to the undermining of trust.
Supporters of the CDC fear important strides in public health are being rolled back. In an email to agency employees on Friday, Health Secretary Kennedy said he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. We may see some rain by morning. How hot does it get later in the week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New developments from Douglas County today in the case of a 21-year-old man found dead in a car earlier this year.
Malachi Mitchell was shot during a firearm sale inside a car. His body found in the backseat during a traffic stop. His family had been demanding an arrest.
This is a murder. This is a murder. My son was murdered.
The District Attorney Dahlia Racine announcing the case is closed.
We can't meet the burden of proof to bring formal charges against the driver, so we will not.
The driver, believed to be the person who shot Mitchell, was taken in for questioning but later released. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An arrest is made in connection with 3 separate rapes in Douglas County between 2012 and 2024. Investigators are able to identify multiple victims through the National DNA Database. The DA's office says Bobby Lee Hart's crimes go back more than 3 decades. They're releasing photos of him from different time periods and are asking more victims to come forward. Hart has also gone by multiple aliases. A tragedy in Johns Creek. Police say 52-year-old James Choi killed his wife and 15-year-old daughter before taking his own life. The bodies found at their home on Glencastle Court. Johns Creek Police Chief Mark Mitchell says this tragic incident has deeply affected not only the family and neighbors, but the entire community. The 2025 Georgia Recovers Bus Tour gets underway today. Jeff Breedlove with the Georgia Council on Recovery says the goal is to provide hope and address the stigma surrounding addiction.
We get to take a 45-foot bus to 75 stops in communities all over Georgia, urban, suburban, and rural, and show Georgia that recovery is real.
Breedlove says this is the 3rd year of the tour. This is National Recovery Month. Bells Ferry residents speak out against a plan to rezone a historic property at the corner of Bells Ferry Road and Barrett Parkway to a racetrack station.
There are 2 gas stations within half a mile of the site,
5 gas stations within 1 mile, and at least 10 within 2 miles.
The property's on the site of the former McAfee House. The Cobb Planning Commission today putting off a vote for 30 days to gather more information on traffic issues in the area. A major company is expanding in Alpharetta. Equifax says it's investing $25 million to expand its campus on Windward Concourse, creating space for nearly 250 new jobs. That brings total full-time employment at the site to more than 1,600 jobs. The company says Alpharetta's support will help it continue attracting top-tier tech talent. Renovations are expected to begin later this year. A competition is on in Woodstock for the Scarecrow Invasion next month.
The contest finds area businesses and residents competing to create the best scarecrow for the city, winning a trophy and bragging rights. Woodstock Tourism Manager Kyle Bennett remembers a few favorites from previous years, including one scarecrow that appeared to be working on an electric panel.
Every 5 or 10 seconds it flashed to make it look like the scarecrow skeleton was actually being electrocuted.
And another paid tribute to the different Taylor Swift eras. Money raised goes to city improvement projects. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
That's some better news in Duluth. The crash, 85 northbound Sugarloaf Parkway, exit 108, was in the HOT lane. It has since cleared. You're going to stay on and off the brakes for the ride from Duluth up into Swanee. Now, before that, 85 northbound slows from Chamblee Tucker all the way up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard in Norcross. 400 northbound, I should say. That's still a slow ride in Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. Then a little sluggish as well as you make the trek between Alpharetta and Cumming. How are things looking on 75 in Cobb County, Cindy Darden?
There's still a little stop and go as you're merging on from I-285. You're going to see some pretty bad delays around that 120 loop, exit 265 to get off at South Marietta Parkway. Again, a really rough ride past the North Marietta Parkway until you get to that 575 I-75 split. The good news is those delays are improving nicely from that stalled vehicle that was causing backup on exit 268 as you're making your way up towards Woodstock from the Correa Carrier Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening, but increasing cloud cover overnight. A few light rain showers for the morning commute, lows in the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, though a pop-up storm can't be ruled out, high 84. Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder, high 86. Staying hot for Friday, mostly sunny, high 90. Partly cloudy with pop-up storms on Saturday, high 91.
Right now, it's 81 in Conyers, 78 in Austell, and 77 in Fayetteville. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. This hour's keyword is loot. L-O-O-T. Go to the WSB radio L-O-O-T.
Not like that medieval instrument.
No. David Lynch, spell it for us.
L-O-O-T.
Thank you. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBRadio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is L-O. David Lynch, what is it again? How do you spell that?
L-O-O-T.
That's right. Loot. Use it in a sentence.
I hope after the hurricane they don't loot.
Thank you, David Lynch. We wish you all a lot of luck. $1,000, David Lynch. They could win $1,000.
Wow. 1,000 clams.
That's correct. All right. We have some audio that I think is.
That's a car payment.
That's a car payment. You're right.
These days.
That's right, David Lynch. Rest in peace.
Thank you.
Are you doing well up there?
Absolutely.
Thank you. With a big thumbs up. Thank you very much.
I love heaven.
You have good cherry pie in heaven?
Oh, it's the best. And great coffee.
Good to know.
See you soon.
What? Is there something you know?
No, I'm going to be haunting Roswell.
Okay, very good. I'll listen. I'll buy tickets to that. So I just have to play this audio. Kamala Harris never fails to underwhelm. So I guess she's written a new book, if we're to believe that she wrote it. But
Yeah, she's coming to the Tabernacle.
Oh, and
this fall.
What is this
Who's opening
audio? Fallout Boy.
Can't wait. Not the Secret Service.
Oh, yeah, but that wasn't as big a deal as they made it out to be, that Trump pulled it, because Biden actually extended her Secret Service longer than it usually
It's usually
is.
a 6-month cap.
So he is I wanted to speak to that. So he is being a bit petty by pulling it. I don't have a problem the fact that usually, I guess, vice presidents at this point wouldn't have had it anyway.
6 months.
Here's the problem I have. Can we not be so public about this? Can we not make a grand heralding? Hey, this person no longer has Secret Service. How about this kind of stuff is done? I mean, I get it. They all hate each other, but especially what he's been through. Maybe he ought to have a little more insight, after having, a bullet go that close to your damn ear. Oh, no, hitting your ear, So, just keep it low, What are you laughing at?
What? Go ahead.
What, did she say something that's going to I'm going to have to answer to later
no,
that I didn't hear? All right. So, because the idea of this, I want people to know, for all the fun we have here, we want everybody to do well. We want everybody to flourish. And we want everybody to do well. All right. So, Kamala, so who is this? What is this audio from? Is it her reading the book? Or is it?
It's her on Twitter promoting it.
Promoting the book and probably the tour that's going to go.
Exactly, yeah.
All right. So, again, Kamala Harris, a person who never fails to underwhelm. Boy, how could you not get excited about the new book and book tour after this?
Just over a year ago, I launched my campaign for President of the United States. 107 days, traveling the country, fighting for our future.
Wow.
The shortest presidential campaign in modern history. It was intense, high stakes, and deeply personal for me and for
Sounds
so
like
many
it.
of you.
Sounds personal.
Since leaving office, I've spent a lot of time reflecting on those days.
Sounds like ChatGPT.
Talking with my
It
kids,
does.
family, my friends,
Yeah.
and pulling my thoughts together.
Yeah.
In essence, writing a journal that is this book, 107 days.
Wow. So this is what at the Tabernacle.
Yeah.
This is she's gonna be sitting on a large,
It's
overstuffed chair, I imagine. In the middle of the
October
stage.
8th.
Is that?
Gather round. You're going to be in a library full of leather-bound books and chairs that are comfortable. You can all sit on the floor, listen to Mommy talk.
A conversation with Kamala Harris starts at 6:30 on October
8th. Is there a light show or anything to kind of keep me awake?
No, it's a very relaxing time.
Maybe she has visuals.
I will also be reading passages from Moby Dick.
Oh, really? Great
Sure,
book.
I'll take requests.
That's a great book.
Also.
Oh, we can request different books that you read from.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead. Throw it at me. I got you.
The Iliad.
That's
Oh,
a long
wow.
night.
Hold
That's
on,
a
let
long
me-
night.
Yeah.
Iliad.
That's a long.
How do you spell that?
E-L-U.
I found the Odyssey. That's a lot easier to spell.
It certainly is. You're going to get a lot of crazy laughter that night, huh? A lot of
Oh, I
cackling.
can't read that. Hold on a second.
A lot of cackling, huh?
Let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Rage, goddess. Sing the rage of Peleus, son Achilles.
Oh, great.
Murderous dooms that
You only-
cost the Achaeans countless losses. I said losses.
You said losses. Oh, it's only about 5,000 more
Anyway,
pages.
begin, Muse.
Okay,
on the
that's all right.
first
Wait, that was a nice
broken
teaser. That was a nice teaser.
Agamemnon, Lord of Men.
Kamala, leave them wanting more. That's the old showbiz.
Men come and go.
magazine.
I hear you, Homer.
I hear you, Homer.
These tickets, by the way, going for $134 on the resale market.
Hey,
Most
you
of that will be going to me.
Is that going to charity or something? What are you going to give that to, something to,
No,
bring
like I said,
democracy back or whatever you're acting like you
It's,
care about?
mostly going back to me, and I'll
You-
be.
you need a-
I don't have security anymore, as we just discussed.
Yeah. You need a little scratch?
A little wham, like I like to call it, walking around money.
Or,
Mama's got to keep the white wine in the veins.
Winding around money. She is such a wine mom.
I can't
It
wait
is,
to be done with all of it.
Why? It's so. That's exactly how I feel. Like she just seems like an accidental tourist. Like, why
You
am
know
I
what?
here?
I had a chance to become the president.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
And, I did all the things, right? I
You
played
did.
the part. I read things. I tried to be likable despite, so many people being against me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found was that there's just there's no winning for losing. You know, you can't, when you try to win, you lose, and when you try to lose, you win. And I continue to try to win, and I lose. So I'm just gonna try to lose now.
And you'll be right on
like
top.
consciousness on a Saturday night.
You like that Martha Stewart wine?
You know, it's pretty good.
And it's not bad. The Snoop
It's
Dogg.
not bad. It's got a earthy,
Yeah.
you know.
The undertones. I like the undertones.
Tastes like like a mushroom on a forest floor.
Certainly does.
Oh man, maybe she'll get a chance to give her review on wine while at the
Actually, that'd
Tabernacle.
be great. She ought to, if she wants to sell tickets, have
Fruity
a wine,
undertones of fruit and nut.
a wine tasting with
That's
Kamala
right.
Harris.
Now listen, I've got a wonderful Chardonnay that is a buttery, smooth Chardonnay. You know, it's aged in oak. Some people don't like the Chardonnay aged in the oak. They like the steel barrel. But
Yeah.
not me. I'm old school.
That's funny. Old school. That's funny.
I made gravy for Thanksgiving in my bathtub.
Next book could be 107 glasses.
107 glasses.
I go to every 107 countries and I try their wine.
So, now what you'll realize here is that Autumn playing the part of Kamala has way more energy than Kamala does about this.
Well, I think that.
Hold on. You're interrupting yourself.
Hold
That's
on, Ms.
rude.
Roca, I'm pretty sure that wasn't me and that's AI. And that's why a lot of times when they do AI, they sound pretty chill.
Now
right?
this is you. This is
In
you.
writing this book, one truth kept coming back to me. Sometimes the fight takes a while.
It does.
But I remain full of hope.
Full.
And I remain clear-eyed. I will never stop
glasses.
fighting to make our country reflect the very best of its ideals.
Yeah.
Always on behalf of the people.
Trying real
So thank you for being in this fight with me. I am
How
do you
forever
know that-
grateful.
how does she know
And I
that you're-
cannot wait for you to
Oh, you're
read
reading
this.
the book.
And I'll see you out there.
Somebody might
Take
read
care.
the book. They're not necessarily on their side just because they're
No,
reading
but
your book.
you monetarily you've become my side because you
Okay.
paid me money. Kamala
Okay,
Harris.
I see.
Pronounced Kamala.
Can you imagine getting somebody, like even let's not even talk about actually going into battle with a speech like that, pep rally. Let's just talk about just even going on a football field.
Yeah. Oh,
she's the Bill Belichick of it. Okay,
You know,
let's go
it's
out
just
there.
My thing. It's my
Yeah,
thing.
it's kind of my thing.
Is that your thing,
it
Tom?
is.
It's my thing.
Kinda
I
her
like
thing.
white wine.
I like
I
it.
like baking and cooking. You know.
Yeah.
Do people usually get people? Is it like
I voted
okay?
for her.
Oh, okay, great.
Oh, thank you, Bill.
Is that
Thank
Jordan?
You. Can I call
Jordan?
you Bill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the two of you, the personalities off the charts.
he's the opener for her at Tabernacle.
Want to go to Ted's across the street?
Oh, you know.
They have a good selection of wine.
Yeah, they have wine. Buffalo wine.
Oh. Wine in the dark sea, as in Homer from the Iliad said that.
I could see Kamala doing one of those wine bus tours that goes through the North Georgia mountains. I think that'd be fun with her.
No. See, I that's for the young folks. Okay?
Yeah,
That's for the younger voters who obviously didn't come out in the droves that we expected to vote.
All right, let's not
So
turn
I'm
negative.
gonna-
Yeah, see how
Oh, no.
so quickly the laughter turns to tears. Let's protect
They
her.
that shun dishonor more
I can help you
often
with the young
live
people.
than get killed. But you know.
Bill Belichick, what was that?
Told her I could help her with the young people next time.
That's right. Yeah, Bill knows.
I don't want your kind of help.
I have an
with the
outreach
young
program.
folks. I think we should keep you away from the young one.
This is a supporter. You got to be careful.
That's kind of what I do.
Yeah,
it's kind of my thing.
Alex Williams says 75 is slow through Marietta.
Yeah, I've been watching the brake lights this afternoon, Eric. 75 northbound, starting north at the Truist Park region from Delk Road, and you stay on and off the brake pedal all the way up into Kennesaw. Just found a new crash on Chastain Road westbound at Bells Ferry Road. That blocks a left lane. And now sounding a travel advisory heading up toward the airport on the south side. Crash 85 northbound at 285, exit 68. 2 left lanes are blocked there. Jammed up out of Union City. Use Highway 29. How are things looking through the heart of downtown, Cindy Darden?
Still really stop and go, especially moving southbound through Midtown. You're going to see really bad delays around exit 250 to get off at 10th and 14th Street. The good news is you do seem to see a little bit of relief by the time you get to the top of the downtown connector, and also seeing some volume I-85 northbound around exit 240 University Avenue. Stop and go through the heart of the city. The support is sponsored by YRefi.com. Is private student loan debt ruining your life? Well, you know it doesn't have to. Just go to YRefi.com. That's the letter Y, R-E TREFY.com and get your life back from the Cool Rate Carrier Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It doesn't have to be like this.
You don't have to put up with it.
Shutting down the ramp from 285 East.
You don't have to sit in it.
It takes almost 30 minutes to go 400 South.
And you don't have to look at your phone to get out of it.
It is Atlanta traffic, and getting you out of it is what we do best.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
Updated traffic as often as you need it from local traffic reporters 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's a Jackknife Tractor Trailer.
Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
How Atlanta gets there.
If you have been in a car accident in the past and have settled your case, I may have some good news. Some unethical lawyers have people known as runners who come directly to your hospital room or home and solicit your case. It's a disbarable offense. Anyone that would hire these scumbags needs to have their heads examined. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Now for the good news. If this happened to you, we will sue these lowlifes and fight to get all your fees back. And then look and see if these bottom feeders also malpracticed your case and sue them for that too. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Visit forthepeople.com for a free consultation or call Pound Law on your cell, pound 529. If someone does this to you, call the Bar Association and report them. Let's fight these bums. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind, whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. If you listen to my show each Saturday, we cover Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate related. So, whether you're buying your dream home or selling your current one, hiring the right agent is essential. The Agency Atlanta is the iconic brokerage that is revolutionizing real estate worldwide. We pair global resources with decades of hyper-local Atlanta market expertise to deliver results. If you're selling your home, we'll help you showcase your property and maximize your return. If you're buying, we'll guide you through every step to secure the perfect home for your lifestyle. Either way, we would love to earn the privilege of being your agent. So, if you're looking for that perfect Buckhead bungalow, that Alpharetta estate, an in-town condo, or suburban bliss, visit InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
My wife was like, I want to go to Hawaii and I want to bring the kids. And I was like, whose kids?
Jim Gaffigan. Everything is wonderful.
I spent the entire time applying and reapplying sunscreen, which thankfully makes my skin whiter.
Jim Gaffigan, a night of all new material. September 11th through the 13th, Atlanta Symphony Hall. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Back to school season is busy, but making your home shine doesn't have to be. I'm Chris Chandler. Wise Guys Pro Wash had my house, driveway, deck, even the roof looking spotless, and I didn't even have to be home. Their soft washing keeps everything safe, no damage, just results you will love. And with more than 2,000 five-star reviews, you'll see why everybody's calling Wise Guys. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and get $70 off your next service. Book today at wiseguysprowash.com.
Just because I'm nice, one more time, this hour's keyword for the WSB 5K a day bonus blitz is loot. L-O-O-T. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/cash for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is loot. L-O-O-T. Now, I swear upon all that is holy, this is not a sports show. But I have to ask this question because this Jared Yamamoto over here, he comes from a family of Tar Heels.
That's right. My mom, dad, and grandparents all went there.
So what was the feeling going into the game last night before you were humiliated by the Frogs?
Oh, they were.
What was it,
48-14 was the final.
Okay.
I made it through most of the
Let's start at the
fourth
beginning.
quarter.
Let's say, what's the mood? Were you watching it with family and friends?
Just
or?
by myself last night.
Okay, but your family, you've talked to your family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We were
What was
texting
the
all
mood?
through the game.
What was the mood
Well,
going
'cause,
in?
I mean, the first drive, Carolina was up 7-0. They scored on 8 plays. And
They looked flawless.
And everyone's like, oh, man, the Billy
Here
B
we
era.
go.
Here we go. The Billy
Michael
B era.
Jordan was jumping up and down and high-fiving Jordan. The two Jordans were up there. Jordan Hudson and Michael Jordan.
Randy Moss was losing it up there, too. He was
Yeah.
having a good old time.
So your family was very excited, I would imagine.
Yes, yeah.
And then how does the text thread start to turn? Is it somewhere around the middle of the second quarter that this is starting to look really, really, really not good?
First drive of the third quarter when TCU received the kickoff and ran a counter play for a touchdown, 70-yard touchdown
That's
run.
when you knew that game was done.
That's when we knew it was done, and at that point the text started getting very negative, and so I tried to brighten side. I'm like, hey, it can't get any worse than this. Like at least there's a there's a floor. There's a floor.
Well, oh, you said of the whole game?
Yeah, of the whole game.
It can't get any
it's
worse.
here, and so as the season goes on, takes on Charlotte this week. Maybe turns things around at Charlotte.
Oh yeah,
Mary.
yeah. You on your way to on to Charlotte?
Queen City.
Now Charlotte is like a high school team, like the team Georgia played over the weekend, right?
Oh, you're talking about I believe Marshall.
Marshall.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
to
who
do
they
with that.
played?
Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. I just don't know what to do with that when, I have a lot of friends and they're huge UGA. They went to UGA, whatever. But I just can't judge a team that I like based on, beating up ninth graders, basically. No, I think Marshall did beat somebody big last year. I'm not sure. But
they have a history.
They jump up, but still.
Overall, though, they're in a much lesser conference, and Charlotte's in the same thing. Charlotte's been going from...
Although they beat the spread, right? They didn't win by 28, did they? What was the... We'll look at it.
I believe the spread was 36. I'd have to double check on that one.
Okay, I think they might have beat the spread.
Listen,
Possibly.
what's been nice about college football, at least from this wild first weekend, is that preseason rankings mean nothing, and anybody can beat anybody.
And we can stop hearing about Arch Manning. Alex Williams says 75 is slow through Marietta.
Yeah, still watching some brake lights, 75 north through Marietta, but we got to jump down to this travel advisory on the south side. It is a crash in 2 left lanes, I-85 northbound at I-285. This is right by the airport heading up to the airport, and you are jammed up out of Union City. I recommend Highway 29 as your best alternate around that. We also found some trouble on 285 over on the west side. Sydney Darden.
I-285 southbound on the outer loop near exit 7 to Cascade Road. You've got one stalled vehicle sitting in a left lane, slowing you down as you're making your way towards Greenbrier, but we're also seeing some delays. I-285 northbound on the inner loop, New Cascade Road as well. Going to make you stop and go as you're making your way towards I-20 from the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Are you taking your garage door for granted? Is it squeaking and whining for attention? Overhead Door Company of Atlanta is here with same-day repair service. Experienced technicians have been servicing homeowners in Atlanta since 1935. That's 90 years. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta can handle all your garage door and opener needs. For same-day repair service, schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404-USA-DOOR.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined and stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business, saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows the best way to handle that dripping pipe or flickering light isn't just wishing it'll go away on its own. Good news for you. You don't have to think too hard to take care of these issues, thanks to our free, no-obligation plumbing or electrical safety inspection with any paid service. The experts at Castile will fix any small problems before they become big, expensive ones, and even have 0% interest financing available on repairs and replacements. Enough with the wishful thinking. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There's no showings, no open houses, and no stress. Hi, this is Mark Spain, and our guaranteed offer is the easiest way to sell your home. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can bypass the market, receive the strongest all-cash offer in the industry, and close in as little as 21 days. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. One of our clients, Jerry, said, "We needed to move quickly, and we were worried that the process would be lengthy and that we would spend a lot of money on repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate got us an offer in just 3 days and over asking price. It was amazing. I can't thank Mark Spain Real Estate enough. Don't worry about the inconveniences of selling your home. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer makes selling stress-free. We've served over 72,000 satisfied clients, and we know what matters most: a quick sale and maximum profit. Find out what your guaranteed offer would be. There's no obligation. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Do you have mystery stains on your carpet? Call Zerorez Carpet and Air Duct Cleaning. Right now, clean more, save more, and save up to $30. Mention WSB to secure this deal today. Schedule online at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story: new information comes to light today after a man is arrested for rape in Douglas County.
52-year-old Bobby Lee Hart Jr. stands accused of raping not just 3, but now 4 women in Douglas County. DA Dahlia Racine says there is new evidence about the scope of his assaults.
Since Hart's arrest, further testing and investigation have revealed that Hart is a suspect in multiple sexual assaults dating back to the early 1990s in the West Georgia region.
Racine is urging possible victims to contact her office, saying she knows it's a difficult step. No arraignment date for Hart has been set. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. Clouds on the increase overnight. Does it bring rain by morning? And what about pop-up storms this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. A new bus rolling through Georgia has a special mission in honor of National Recovery Month.
Recovery is real.
The Georgia Recovers bus tour is now in its 3rd year, and with 75 stops planned for this month, it's their biggest yet. Jeff Breedlove with the Georgia Council for Recovery says this effort has an impact.
People who might have a stigma realize maybe they can change their perspective, because maybe it impacts somebody they know and care about in their own community. It also shows that somebody who's in addiction or in very early recovery, that they're not alone.
Federal data shows more than 1 million Georgians deal with addiction. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia lawmakers show their support today for workers at the Atlanta-based CDC.
Staff at the CDC have voiced their frustration and fear. They've watched their budget slashed, their expertise dismissed, and now their safety compromised.
State Senator Elena Parent among those speaking out at the state capitol today. Supporters of the CDC say they fear recent events could hurt vital public health progress. In an email to CDC employees last week, Health Secretary Kennedy says he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. A suspect is now locked up and facing charges for intentionally setting a fatal apartment fire in DeKalb County.
48-year-old Stephanie Wiley died in the blaze. Officer Blaine Clark with DeKalb Police says 44-year-old Sean Fales was captured during a traffic stop in Chambers County, Alabama.
When Fales is booked into the DeKalb County Jail, he will be facing charges of murder, aggravated assault, and arson.
Officer Clark says Fales was the ex-boyfriend of the woman who died in the fire. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A $1,000 reward is offered to help identify the person who tossed a puppy from a moving car in Rockdale County.
The 3-month-old puppy rescuers called Bo was tossed from a white Honda Accord in a church parking lot, and the driver then took off. Jordan Lowe is with Semper Fi Pet Rescue. Her team was responsible for getting Bo to a desperately needed oxygen chamber due to heart and lung injuries, but their heroic efforts were not successful.
Unfortunately, there's always another soul that needs you. Keep pushing forward and trying to get justice for the ones that we couldn't save.
In this case, the vets say Bo clearly suffered abuse in his short life. If you have any information, you're urged to contact Rockdale Law Enforcement. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
President Trump announces today U.S. Space Command is moving to Huntsville, Alabama. The move reverses former President Biden's decision to keep the headquarters in Colorado. Trump says the move will create thousands of jobs. Space Command oversees military space operations and the defense of satellites. Colorado's Attorney General says he is challenging Trump's decision in court. Just like Netflix stopped account sharing, now Amazon is eliminating a program that allows Prime members to share free shipping benefits with people outside of their home. They had previously let members share free 2-day shipping with one other adult in their house, even if they use a different address. However, the company began notifying users in recent days it plans to end the Prime Invitee program on October 1st in favor of Amazon Family. HGTV names the Atlanta Botanical Garden the most beautiful garden in the state of Georgia. In its list of the most beautiful public gardens in each state, the network says about the Atlanta Botanical Garden, urban nature reaches new heights at this 30-acre downtown refuge. It is now 5:34. This news is sponsored by John Foy and Associates. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Still watching this travel advisory on the south side, Bill. I count up to 3 tow trucks on scene trying to clear this crash in 2 left lanes. 85 northbound at I-285 exit 68. Stacking up that ride back through Union City. Highway 29 is a good alternate to get you around that. If you're traveling I-20 eastbound into DeKalb County through the work zone, no lanes blocked for the construction right now, but you are going to be on and off that brake pedal as you leave 285 braking free just past Panola Road, exit 71. How's I-20 over on the west side, Sydney Darden?
It's unusually slow. Nothing in any lanes reported, but if you're headed inside the perimeter, you're going to see some brake lights heavy I-20 eastbound around exit to Riverside Parkway. That's exit 46 as you're trying to make your way into the city. Now, if you're leaving the city coming off 285 westbound onto I-20, not too bad, only a little bit of volume towards Thornton Road, but it does break apart well before you make your way on into Douglasville. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening, but increasing cloud cover overnight. A few light rain showers for the morning commute, lows in the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, though a pop-up storm can't be ruled out, high 84. Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder, high 86. Staying hot for Friday, mostly sunny, high 90. Partly cloudy with pop-up storms on Saturday, high 91.
84 in Brookhaven, 82 in Kennesaw, 81 in College Park. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
I've been reporting on our traffic for decades. I can assure you, wrecks will happen. Oh, I've seen them. And insurance will try to pay as little as possible. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. When bad traffic leads to a bad accident, get a great lawyer. I recommend John Foy & Associates, the strong arm. If you're injured, don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. You need John Foy and his army of lawyers to fight for what you deserve. There's no cost until they win. Call for your free case evaluation, johnfoy.com.
It pains me to admit that I would say for about 25 or 30 seconds over the weekend, I was duped by AI.
It's getting better. I'm telling you, it's getting better and
yeah,
better.
it's getting better, but also it's just a matter of every moment of your life, we haven't gotten to the point where we're just like, wait a minute here. So like that first, I was watching something with the family. We had in-laws and, our grandkids over and kids. And I'm watching something later and we're just kind of sitting around. And my wife is looking at her phone and she says something like, oh my gosh, Phil Collins in the hospital. He looks terrible. And I was like, because Phil Collins has not looked good lately. It's not beyond, I was like,
it's highly possible for him to be in the hospital.
I'm like, what is he? Is he dying or something? I was like, yeah, I guess so. So she shows me the thing, and I can't believe that I even bought it for like 25 seconds or whatever it was. But it did look like Phil Collins on a hospital bed, and Paul McCartney was next to the hospital bed, and he's hugging Paul McCartney. So I'm like, oh man, he looks terrible. But then I look at the other one, and he's laying in the hospital bed, and Paul McCartney is now singing with people around him, and that's when I thought, is he now right-handed? And then AI doesn't seem to understand that Paul McCartney is left-handed, and then the whole thing looked ridiculous. But I can't believe that, and then we found another one that was almost exact. So yeah, my wife was like, "Yeah, Paul McCartney." He's like, because then there was another one where Willie Nelson was dying in a hospital bed, and Paul McCartney was.
He goes to all of them.
You gotta look these up.
Maybe he's killing them all.
It's like Patch Adams.
That's what my wife said. Oh yeah, he went to see Willie Nelson too. I'm like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Now maybe we ought to be looking at these. But I have to say, now my wife would never have detected it was AI. If I wasn't there and my sons and, she never would have detected that it was AI, I have to say. So it took me, it duped me for a moment, but I've said it again. Have you looked for these things yet? You got to,
yes.
Okay, now knowing it's like ridiculous that it even duped me for 25 seconds. They say somebody was saying in the comments that the guy in the hospital bed was somebody from the Benny Hill show when he was dying or something. I don't know. But this idea that Paul McCartney's just showing up at Willie Nelson's bedside and serenading everybody along. So I feel stupid. I was duped for. You got to look out for it, though. The future is a hall of mirrors, and this stuff is only going to get better and better and better.
Hence the White House video that we saw. Phil Collins being hugged by Paul and Elton John, and they're all crying.
Yes.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
See, what you would not have, like, if Phil Collins was with these AI things, you just have to slow down. If Phil Collins was in hospice, in a hospital bed somewhere for a few days or a week or 2 weeks, then it would be natural that maybe Paul McCartney would visit. But you know what wouldn't happen? There wouldn't be pictures of Paul McCartney singing, and definitely Phil Collins hugging him from the hospital bed.
Yeah.
These are the last moments of life that we don't. And then there's other ones with Willie Nelson that you can find if you. Does that guy look like the guy from the Benny Hill show? That's what somebody in the comments said.
He does, but when you zoom in, it looks like Phil. But when you're zoomed out,
yeah,
the old guy that Benny would rub his head and goes,
yeah,
feels like a baby's bottom.
Yeah, so that maybe there were some hospital pictures of him.
Could be, but
But
Paul
AI
wasn't there.
Paul was not there, and AI needs to understand everything. So we're like the guy, one of the most famous people alive, and so most people are aware of the fact that he's left-handed.
Well, I just
How
zoomed-
does AI not pick that up?
I just zoomed in on this White House where all the things were thrown out of the window, and it is
Yeah.
Paul McCartney throwing the stuff out of the White
Yeah.
House.
I knew it.
Let's get all this
everywhere.
crap out of here. I don't like it. Get out of it. Goodbye.
And according to TMZ, that's right. I
it's real.
I scan everything.
It's real.
They're calling it a situationship. What does that mean? So when we don't know if they're actually
It's when they sometimes don't know. Like the two people involved are they're both happen to be single and they're together until.
Well, apparently she's with Scooter Braun, who isn't he the guy? He was the villain in the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
story, right? The one that she hated, and
That's correct, because he owned the original tracks to her first couple of albums.
Sydney Sweeney.
Huh? What did
I don't think you mentioned it.
Oh, who did I say? I didn't mention who she was. Oh, it's
No.
Sydney Sweeney. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you, George Clark.
Oh man, she's not going to make any friends.
It's okay.
Already the left hates you because of
Yeah.
the American Eagle thing. Now Taylor
Which is
Swift.
crazy.
Is it what? Crazy?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Why is it crazy?
Because I was just wearing jeans and talking about how jeans are passed down from generation to
Right.
generation.
Yeah, I get it. So the Scooter Braun. Now you're gonna make. You're not gonna.
Scooter.
Taylor Swift is not gonna like you at all if you're.
That's okay.
Well,
Not
I mean,
everybody likes me.
That's true.
You know who does like me?
No.
Scooter Braun.
Scooter Braun. And
Uh,
lots of Republicans.
Yeah, and don't
My
you
mom likes me.
don't you want Taylor Swift to like you? I think everybody wants
I
Taylor
guess.
Swift to be their friend.
I guess.
Huh?
I said I guess.
You have gas?
No. Sometimes. If I have too much pizza.
If you have too much pasta?
Pizza.
Pizza and pasta.
Oh, I got
Pizza
you.
pasta.
Pizza
Pasta.
Pasta
No,
pie.
I don't eat pasta. I think it makes. This is why everyone's fat.
That explains why in the American
Speaking English, yes.
in the American Eagle ad, in the jeans, her jeans were unzipped. She had gas. That's why they were.
Oh,
unzipped.
yes,
that makes
yes,
sense.
making room.
Sometimes you have to unzip your jams to let out your stomach when you eat too much pasta.
Sometimes you have to unzip your gens. That is for
Sometimes
sure.
you have to unzip your gens.
Unzap your gens?
Unzip them.
Zip zap.
Gotta.
Here's the
Gotta-
thing. I'm looking at the guy that she was supposed to get married to, and they broke up. TMZ
Oh, no.
says they first reported it in January, so I want to give them credit. But looking at him, looking at Scooter. I know Scooter Braun's got a lot of money, but she's one of these really pretty girls that doesn't necessarily have to have the best looking fella by her, and that gives. And the problem with that is that gives people like me this idea that I guess
There's a chance.
if I knew her, I'd
There's a
have a chance. Is there a what? There's a what?
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
I don't see what people look like because half my eyes are open only. Because
She's sleeping.
You're half your eyes are open.
Half
What?
my eyes are open. It's sexy.
It is. It is
To
sexy.
sound tired
Uh-huh.
and look sleepy.
This is, it's interesting. I didn't notice her speak. She does sound just like this in that American Eagle ad, but I didn't notice that in White Lotus. Like, did she put on an affectation for the
I
American
wasn't
Eagle?
trying to be a sucker.
I mean, she's trying to be more of like teenage girl in White Lotus compared to being sexy
But she
girl.
says
like
here
she-
she was trying to play soccer. Is that what you just said?
Yes.
Sucker.
Sucks.
Sucker?
Yeah, that.
Now, I will say this: if there is any bright side to this story, Taylor Swift has bought her master tracks back. So Scooter Braun does not own them
Yeah, but he's
anymore.
still the villain, man.
He was the villain for a long time. I don't know how the Swifties
Does this
feel
mean
about
she
him
can
now.
get rid of the re-recordings?
Well, I don't know. What are you listening to them and not liking them as much?
I hate re-recordings.
You know, like Taylor's
Tommy
version.
G.
Oh, how about what's
I
his
don't like
name?
re-recordings either.
No, but now the worst one ever. Have you seen this thing where John Fogerty is redoing all of his stuff? It's like the way that
Don't
I
do
want.
it.
He's
No.
100.
Why is he doing that?
I just saw. You can go online. It's like he's got it's on YouTube. I saw Born on the Bayou. There's no reason for it. You're not going to do it better than CCR did it. It's not possible.
Got to
He
make
hates
that money.
those guys, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think his brother died, but yeah, he hates them. They hated him. You know, they're the closest thing that I will say about CCR. You know, we talk about how the Beatles did everything in 7 years, the recording. CCR was 4.
That's it?
Not as many,
Are you
but
serious?
everything that you know from CCR was 4 years of recording. I mean, it wasn't as expansive as the Beatles, but it's pretty damn good.
And then he got sued for plagiarizing himself, which I always thought was weird.
Because he started redoing, because he
yeah.
would run through the, what was it? Old Man Down the Road was
Yeah.
Run Through the Jungle. There was other stuff on that album, Centerfield, too, that had, like, there was one that sounded just like Who'll Stop the Rain. One that sounded just like the one about who's the dancing.
Mississippi Queen.
No,
that's not them.
That's not
Mountain.
No, I'm trying to
I'm
think
in
of,
like the bayou. You know what I mean? Like
what's the one about down on the corner? There was something on there that
Out
sounded
in
just
the
like
street.
that. I think he
Million
was
above.
intentionally trying to, like, you know, come up with different songs that are the same. All right, but we don't need to hear this when he's 100. This is ridiculous. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 85 near the airport.
Yeah, travel advisory right now, Eric. This crash, I-85 northbound, right at I-285, exit 68. It is still blocking 2 left lanes, and that is jammed up the ride back through Union City. That means using Highway 29 as your alternate to avoid those delays. Last chance to exit off before they start. It's really going to be Highway 138, Jonesboro Road. And now we got new trouble on I-20 right in the heart of the city, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and it's affecting 3 center lanes. It's a crash, and a pretty big one at that. I-20 eastbound near exit 59, the Boulevard, really slowing you down as you're making your way towards DeKalb County, so you can hop on Memorial Drive instead. This report is sponsored by John Foy & Associates Personal Injury Law Firm. When you were hurt at work and the insurance company is denying your claim, get real and call John Foy & Associates and let their workers' comp team get you the maximum benefits that you deserve. Call John Foy now from the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
On air,
Online,
on the app,
where you get your news,
is where you'll win.
Download the WSB radio app now and maybe win $1,000.
All
right, thank you.
The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
5 words, 5 times a day, every weekday.
Oh,
my word! Just enter the word at WSBradio.com or on the WSB radio app. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
The integrity this company has is amazing. They are just unbelievable, start to finish.
Meteorologist Glenn Burns loves his Infinity from Marvin Fiberglass Windows from North Georgia Replacement Windows.
They made everything so easy. The planning, the installation was flawless, just a perfect job, and now it just means such a difference in the house.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer allows you to bypass the market, receive an all cash offer, and close in as little as 21 days. There are no showings, no open houses, and no costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate makes selling your home stress free. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into. And that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
All right, let's do some open mics. Although I believe we have to set this one up.
We do.
Was this last Thursday or Friday?
This is Friday.
So this gentleman, this listener, left an open mic, and it was obvious to us that he was in I thought a public restroom.
That's what I suspect.
Yeah, and so let's just listen to that first.
Hey, Eric. Just listening to the show here. I've watched Sunny in Philadelphia, whatever it's called. I've watched like 2 seasons, and the most I do is smirk. I don't find the show that funny. Same with S Creek. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get.
Now he starts doing stuff. I think paper towels.
Arrested Development. First couple years, great. Fell off. Seinfeld.
Or a lot of
same
soap.
Thing. I just,
Soap, yeah.
It's like a dog.
That's not a dog in the public restroom.
Right.
He's not in a public restroom.
I think he's in a public. Well, anyway,
Find out.
that's where the.
That was him pulling the, either doing the soap or pulling the paper towels out.
By the way, I caught up with Always Sunny, and at one point I just thought maybe it's me. Like I get into 3, 4 in, and I'm just not laughing out loud.
It's your fault.
Have you seen them?
No.
Okay, well you need to.
The first
I don't
one
know.
was not good.
The first, I think universally we can agree, the worst one, the first one of the year is the worst episode ever. It has a couple moments, but relatively.
Come on over to King of the Hill. The revival's great.
All right,
Yes, I need
I'll
to
go.
watch that.
I'll go over there. It's not either or. A man can do both.
Well, I mean, just make yourself laugh.
But I don't. But after a while, I was kind of like, I think I'm being too hard. I think it's me. I'm in some kind of mood or something. Because it did get kind of, there's a couple that are chaotic and fun. It's just, it's all the face work. Can't take it.
You don't like Glenn Howerton's work?
I just think all of them. Well, Charlie Day really hasn't gotten any work.
Yeah.
But like the others, it's just, it doesn't seem like comedy to me. If like these would not be people who would get face work. It's out of character.
I'm surprised that it's only now bothering you because it's been for seasons that.
Well, yes,
been looking
yes, and
like
yes,
weirder.
but now maybe the material was staying up there, and now I'm noticing it more. Also, Rob
Mac.
Elhaney, whatever. And this has been going on for a while, but I just see that he seems like, I know he has some kind of condition. It's a chronic condition. I know what it is, but he seems very passive in a lot of these episodes, and I don't like jacked up Rob Mack.
I don't either.
He was so funny. I mean, in his body was, and since he went from being latent gay to out of the closet, I don't think there's as much for them to do with when the audience and everyone else in the cast knew he was gay, but he didn't. There was so much there. And since he's come out, I think they just don't have as much to. Anyway, we didn't get to the other open mic that deconstructed the first open mic.
Now we're going to have to set it up again.
Well,
when
to
we
set
come
up
back.
again.
Oh, for heaven's sake, I get so sick of
We're gonna be
resetting.
setting up this same
That's
open mic
it's-
over and over.
That's
and
right.
over.
The name of this show will be Reset the Topic. Alex Williams has better news on 85 near the airport.
Yes, sir, we do, Eric. They cleared that crash out of the 2 left lanes. Everything back open, 85 northbound and 285 exit number 68. So those delays back to Highway 138, Jonesboro Road in Union City will start to improve. Still got this crash working 20 eastbound east of the downtown connector at Boulevard exit 59. Heroes pacing traffic up to it to hopefully get it off to the right, but that's not doing any favors to the downtown connector or I-20 eastbound, which is now slow almost back to Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. What's the story on I-85 in Gwinnett County, Sydney Darden?
It's still pretty stop and go coming off of I-285. I-85 northbound really, really slow before exit 99 and Jimmy Carter Boulevard. After that, it does seem to get a little bit better by the time you reach that 85-316 split, though. Still a really, really rough ride. 85 northbound before Sugarloaf Parkway on towards the Swanee Northeast Aquila area. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties to get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, and this month we're celebrating 86 years in Atlanta. D. Geller & Son is Atlanta's first diamond wholesaler and jewelry manufacturer. That's why we've had Atlanta's lowest diamond prices since 1939. It also means we make Atlanta's best custom jewelry, from redesigning an heirloom to designing your one-of-a-kind ring from the ground up. The best quality, lowest prices, and expert small business service to help you find the perfect piece. In Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Imagine the relief of windows without annoying drafts or high energy bills. Window Comfort's making it easier than ever with buy two, get two free, no payments till 2026, and expert one-day installation. Go to windowcomfort.com for your no-pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Finding trustworthy people to properly fix your septic system can seem hopeless. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Don't give up hope, just read some of our 5-star reviews. Your neighbors know my trustworthy team will solve your septic problems on the spot.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Never a pump out charge with your repair. Get a free quote at scorpionsepticservices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. My wife was like, I want to go to Hawaii and I want to bring the kids. And I was like, whose kids?
Jim Gaffigan. Everything is wonderful.
I spent the entire time applying and reapplying sunscreen, which thankfully makes my skin whiter.
Jim Gaffigan. A night of all new material. September 11th through the 13th, Atlanta Symphony Hall. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. You can too. GeorgeStein.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 1-pint containers of blueberries or 6-ounce containers of raspberries. They're on sale 2 for $5 with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Join Findlay Roofing this weekend at the Fall Atlanta Home Show at the Cobb Galleria Center. Dave Baker here. Stop by the Findlay Roofing booth and say roof, roof during our live broadcast of the Home Fix-It Show Saturday morning. More info at FallAtlantaHomeshow.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, despite emotional pleas from the family of Malachi Mitchell, no charges are filed in his death. Today's decision comes months after his body was found in the backseat of a car during a traffic stop in Douglas County.
The district attorney saying the case is closed and charges will not be filed against the driver. 21-year-old Malachi Mitchell was shot during a firearm sale inside a car. His mother had been demanding an arrest and charges be filed against the man she says, quote, murdered her son.
I don't know why Malachi Mitchell was shot, and I don't know why the killer is still walking free to this day.
But the district attorney says after a thorough investigation, it was determined it was self-defense. The case now closed. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
82 degrees in Atlanta. Will rain chances increase tomorrow? And how hot does it get later this week? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. up. Support for the embattled CDC. Former staff and Georgia lawmakers are calling for the community to rally around the Atlanta-based agency.
Supporters of the CDC say they fear recent events could hurt vital public health progress. Less than a week after resigning from his post, Dr. Dan Jernigan says
we need to do everything we can to work with the current administration as we can, but also to get folks out there and ask that science be put first, ideology put second, and that we can get back to protecting Americans here.
In an email to CDC employees Friday, Health Secretary Kennedy said he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. From the state capitol, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
An arrest is made in connection with 3 separate rapes in Douglas County between 2012 and 2024. Investigators are able to identify multiple victims through the National DNA Database. The DA's office says Bobby Lee Hart's crimes go back more than 3 decades. They're releasing photos of him from different time periods and are asking more victims to come forward. Hart has also gone by multiple aliases over the years. 3 members of a Johns Creek family, including a teenage girl, are dead in what police say is a murder-suicide. 52-year-old James Choi killed himself after killing his wife and the couple's 15-year-old daughter at their home on Glencastle Court. Johns Creek Police Chief Mark Mitchell says this tragic incident has deeply affected not only the family and neighbors, but the entire community. On the road to recovery, the 2025 Georgia Recovers bus tour gets underway today. Jeff Breedlove with the Georgia Council on Recovery says the latest numbers show more than 1 million people are dealing with addiction here in the state.
There's not a business, there's not a church, there's not a school, and there's not a family, and there's not a community that has not been impacted by the addiction epidemic in Georgia.
The 45-foot specially designed megabus will make 75 stops in different parts of the state. Gwinnett County is buying the former Sears property at Gwinnett Place Mall, kicking off the next phase of the mall's redevelopment. Gwinnett's Urban Redevelopment Agency will own now more than 87 acres of the mall site with this latest acquisition, which is expected to close by the end of October. The county plans to build a mixed-use area with green space and transit. A plan to rezone a historic piece of land for a gas station and convenience store is put on hold by the Cobb Planning Commission.
The site was once the historic McAfee House, moved in 6 pieces to his new home in Cherokee County. Bells Ferry Elementary School 4th grader Max Ramsey told the Planning Commission no gas station is welcome on the old site.
It will pollute the air and the earth. My friends have allergies and asthma, so it would be harder for them to breathe. This would not be good for our health.
Max and others expressed concerns about traffic at the intersection. The Planning Commission tabled the vote, requesting more information about specific traffic issues. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Help is on the way to Atlanta merchants who say long-running water and sewer projects cost them business and nearly put some out of business. The City Council votes to tell Invest Atlanta to release remaining Atlanta Recovery Fund money to Cascade Road businesses. It was originally created to help small businesses stay open in other parts of Atlanta after several water main breaks last year. It is now 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Delays cleaning up nicely on the south side, Bill, with that crash clear at 85 northbound at 285 exit 68, so things improving there out of Union City. We also had a crash 285 southbound, the outer loop at Camp Creek Parkway, exit number 2, that had been blocking the right lane. They were able to move that to the right shoulder, but before you get there, 285 southbound slows from South Cobb Drive down to I-20. And over on the east side, 285 east and southbound, seeing brake lights on and off from Chamblee Dunwoody Road all the way down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway in Clarkston. Plenty of brake lights through the heart of the city, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, and a lot of them are coming from I-20 eastbound around exit 53 to MLK Junior Drive. If you're merging on from there, that's where you're going to start seeing those brake lights, and you're going to stay on them until you reach the heart of the city to merge onto the downtown connector. Speaking of the downtown connector, 7585 southbound, so a really rough ride through Midtown around exit 249D to North Avenue until you reach the end of the Grady curve. I'm Sydney Darden from the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening, but increasing cloud cover overnight. A few light rain showers for the morning commute, lows in the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, though a pop-up storm can't be ruled out, high 84. Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder, high 86. Staying hot for Friday, mostly sunny, high 90. Partly cloudy with pop-up storms on Saturday, high 91.
It's 81 in Marietta, 83 in Sewanee, and 78 in Locust Grove. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Are we here already, Caiaccio? Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Time flies when you're having fun, they say. But if you have too much fun, before you know it, you're dead. So I think
they say that a lot.
Yeah, you don't want time to fly that fast. So what I would say is moderate your fun. Otherwise, before you know it, it's Casketsville.
We almost went a full show without talking about death. How about that?
I think it's one of those things.
I like Earntown better.
I like Earntown. Yeah, I don't know which one I prefer.
Mausoleum.
I don't know if I heard, I was really, really all on the side of cremation when in my mind I thought, now I know I'm not there, but I can't remove, because the reason I don't want to be underground is just to be like rotting underground, even though I know I'm not there.
You don't think your family does it just so you feel obligated? You have to drive halfway across the country to go visit them every couple of weeks or years?
Oh, you mean just laying there in the grave thing? Well, you can do the same thing with an urn because you can still
take that with you.
Yeah, but it's all, you can also memorialize it somewhere, But I was all in favor because I thought, okay, what the odds? Okay, the thing about my corpse just like rotting slowly down there under the ground. Plus I'm claustrophobic. So the idea of all that
being in an urn doesn't make you
even though, but that's my whole body down over hundreds and hundreds of years. You will rot eventually. I don't care how good.
But you're okay with being in a little urn?
Well, I don't care about the little urn because then I'm ashes. But the reason I was leaning toward that was that I thought that it was so hot that it happened in like 2 minutes. I didn't realize it's like a 20-minute process.
Yeah, they barbecue you.
Well, those bones.
Yeah, they're tough. They're tough.
All them bones.
That's a long time to be in the incinerator. So I'm thinking now. I'm thinking of a third possibility.
Natural burial?
No.
Wood chipper?
Wood chipper. Yes, absolutely.
But then they're not going to throw you in whole. They're going to have to cut you up a little bit. It's like they don't put a whole tree in the wood chipper. They cut it up.
This is a human body.
You get a wood chipper?
Yeah, but you got to go arms, legs. They got to come off.
I've seen Fargo. I know how this works.
Your third arm's got to come off.
Well, you just take care of that first. Always do the hard part first.
Okay.
Jane wants to memorialize that.
That's the only thing left in there. So
Put
maybe
it
I'll
in
have
that thing you were talking about at the circus or whatever, or at the fair.
The jug?
in that weird jar.
The jar full of formaldehyde. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, like the oddities?
Yeah.
The oddities?
Or like a nurse
See,
shark.
Napoleon's
You see it, like, in
wiener.
a jar.
Napoleon.
There is a growing trend of people making, I guess, clay figures of that.
What do
they call it?
Is it plaster of Paris? Why is it of Paris, for heaven's sakes?
That's where the best plaster comes
that
from.
Papier-mâché.
People,
that was the girls in the 60s. The groupies would do the plaster casters.
Yeah, the plaster casters, and then when you're out of town, they can enjoy themselves with a.
You can't really use that though, right? Because isn't it like
well, then
made of
you can take that, and then you can take that design,
yes.
and then you can 3D you can mold, and then you can 3D print your husband while he's away.
Right.
I'm sure there's what's that, Black Mirror? I'm sure there's a Black Mirror episode. That's something like that. We better do this open mic. I have a million ideas, but we set this up.
All right, so we want to play the open mic in the bathroom again. Just
the opening so people know. We got an open mic. The guy appeared to be in the bathroom.
Hey, Eric.
All right, and then later on, we're having an argument as to whether it's a public bathroom, a private bathroom. I say public because
there's a dog.
It's not a dog. She's hearing
Yes,
a dog.
There's a dog.
I don't hear a dog. I hear he's either getting soap out of that thing or
pulling
soap
like,
out of that
towels.
thing. Oh, by the way, the one good thing on Always Sunny is the episode where Danny DeVito goes on The Golden Bachelor. Although it's not perfect, but one of the girls that he brings in because she's really young is an internet influencer named Kakchua. And she says, chew on that thing.
Okay, that is good.
That is actually, that sort of makes it worth it. So here we have somebody who heard that call, and they have an explanation.
Hey, Eric, I do have to say that gentleman was probably in a restroom. And what y'all kept hearing sounded like the papers was probably the paper towel dispenser that you have to flap the little thing on the side. You know, they came out in like 1970 something. They're typically still in every Chevron and Texaco that's run down and still in operation.
This guy's like Sherlock Holmes. He's identified this as a Chevron or a Texaco, and you're mocking his
I can't pay attention.
deductive abilities.
I'm in the gas station bathroom game. That's where I've been since about, 1987.
I put up lots of cameras and lots of bathrooms.
I've had to do that because you never know who's messing them up.
That's right. You need evidence.
But I kind of agree with you. That's public restroom. There ain't no dog in there like all.
Did you agree with me? Did you agree with me?
What?
Did you just agree with me?
I did.
All right. You sound like a genius to me. I don't know what she's talking about with
The dog, like
nobody
they
hears a
scratch
dog.
their, they like scratch, and it makes their leash or their collar jingle. That's what it sounds like.
I think you're hearing things. That's more.
This guy's the expert. What are you?
Since about
what's your background?
87, 88.
Yeah.
When I became an expert,
That's
but
right.
I did all the back research. I know about 72 of them flappy things put on the side of the towel thing.
Yeah, he did call it flappy things, right?
The flappy things.
Yeah, the flappy thing. Now they got there where you put your hand under it and the sensor, and you get like a sliver. Never enough.
Yeah. Or you get the ones that just blow air all over the place.
Yeah.
Which
Which
apparently,
is worse.
Yeah, those are terrible because apparently they blow germs all over the place.
Exactly what they do.
And they use electricity, which is bad for
Is electricity
global
bad?
stuff.
Just for the global
Electricity
warming
is
thing?
bad.
I just saw another story about global warming up there on the CNN monitor.
Really? They don't hardly ever do that.
Yeah, apparently modern cities are not ready for it.
What?
So we probably have to
For disasters.
We probably have to go into another $1 trillion in debt to make sure this doesn't happen.
Probably lock down.
By the way, and I'm not mocking it, although I kind of am.
Lock
I
down
don't
and
know.
get paid again.
I'm no
That's fine.
climatologist,
That
but
ain't happening.
when's the end date on this? When do we all get killed for this?
Well, it was
The
supposed to be
climate thing.
12
Any
years
day
ago, 8 years ago. So we had 4 more years.
4 more years?
I
according
never
to-
said that.
You did say that. We have you on audio.
No, you don't.
We have you. Not on
John Kerry said it before her.
Well, I
And
remember a
Al Gore, we
commercial.
gotta hurry up.
I
Al Gore?
remember a commercial in the 2000s that showed the whole commercial idea. I don't know if we can find this on YouTube or something. There's a girl, and as I recall, I'm doing this completely out of memory, but I recall like a girl, and she's like holding a stuffed animal, and she's standing on railroad tracks, like on the ties in the middle. And the whole idea is that climate change, and she's in danger. And it's like, and it said then that we only have something like we only have 5 years to get this process going, or else we're screwed. And I swear I saw that in like 2007, 2008, and then AOC shows up when she gets elected and says we only have 12 years left.
Greta Thunberg has a He-Man haircut now.
Thunberg.
You have been all about this today, Tim. You have been all about this haircut.
Well, it does look odd.
Buster
Thank you.
Brown.
I don't do it for you.
Well, who are you doing it for? It
I'm
looks
doing
odd.
it for the environment and the world, unlike you who don't care.
Well, no, but how would your hairstyle affect
Because
climate
I
change?
use scissors. And I don't use anything electric.
It's a green cut.
Solar Floby.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, it's an odd. You showed me that.
Do you like it? I don't care.
Well, you just asked me if I liked it. I don't think it's.
But do you? I don't care. Don't tell me. I just want to know. I don't do it for you.
I think you could have a more flattering hairstyle.
I don't. What's flattery?
Flattery
In
is-
my country, wherever I come from, it's a good one.
Don't you come from Sweden or
I don't
something?
know.
I believe she is Swedish.
I'm a woman of the world.
I know,
Am I
but
18?
She's gonna be an
you're
Oliver.
Like 22 or you're 21
Oh,
or
excellent.
something.
Perfect.
You're like 21. How old is Gruta?
She's 48 now.
I'm going to say 22.
She skipped her 30s.
How old is Gruta Townberg?
Gruta Townsburg.
22. Okay.
Huh?
okay.
22.
22.
Okay. You're a full-on adult now.
Thank you.
But you
Wait, I don't need your validation.
no, I'm just you lacked that education. You were off educating
Don't tell
the
me
world.
what I lacked. I gained education from the world.
Oh, yeah.
You got it from the streets because your parents were bad.
Oh, do you have to go after my parents?
wow.
Well, I listened to the show.
She's 4'11".
I love 11. I'm all for it.
You're 4'11". So this is something
That's
you
very
are
short.
for.
I've got a genetic disease that makes me short.
This is the one thing. This is the one thing.
It makes me get a He-Man haircut. It's none of your business.
So-
This is a HIPAA violation.
I'm saying, it's a HIPAA
You can talk to
Don't
Barbara.
talk about my height. Oh, my hair.
So it's all right. That's like my wife's only like 5'1".
I don't need you to tell me it's all right. I know it's all right.
She's like hotter than everybody.
No.
I love it. It's beautiful. I mean, I've been.
Gee, Trump loves the
I was
haircut.
like,
I don't want.
I haven't thought about Buster Brown sneakers in about 50 years.
I don't know what that means.
Hey, Bill Belichick started to pull you up online now. 22.
Look at her.
Yeah, it's kind of my thing.
Yeah, kind of.
I enjoy that you use the scissors to
I care
cut your
about the
shirt.
environment a lot.
Oh, yeah. What was that? Greta likes it.
I like your cut shirt. It's very nice.
Yeah, I use scissors.
Don't get into a conversation.
I love scissors.
You want to go on a flotilla?
Is that a green boat?
Well, wherever you're going.
Don't be pulled in to this seduction of this
like
old
a nice
man.
You like money? I have a lot of that.
Well, Greta is younger than Jordan, so good for you, Coach.
Yeah, she's I'm
She's
putting her
become a
out
star.
to pasture.
Yeah, Jordan's
What
starting
is
to get
it
up
you
there.
do for a profession?
I poorly coach a college football team in North Carolina.
Soccer?
I won
As in
6 Super
football?
Bowls.
As in football?
Or
As in
5.
soccer?
5 or 6.
What?
Super Bowls.
6.
6.
Actually, as head coach, but you have actually 8 rings because you won 2 with the Giants as a defensive coordinator.
That's right.
But we're not a
With
sports
many
show.
rings.
We're not a
Right.
sports
Are you
show.
a woman?
Are you a woman?
Are you a woman?
Oh, yes. I'm 22 years old, I found out.
I'll meet you in Chapel Hill.
You have free tickets
Is
to the
that a
next game?
church?
You know, why don't you come to the game? Yeah, they got churches
Find her
there.
at the Four Corners bar.
A whole bunch of churches in that town.
Alex Williams says there's a
Who's that?
Alex Williams. He is somebody who is he's working through injury today because well, let me just introduce him this way. Kaitlyn DeBoer's biggest fan, Alex Williams, says there's a crash on Peachtree Boulevard in Doraville.
Yeah, we're going to pump the brakes on that one right now. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we're watching this crash right now on Peachtree Boulevard, Eric. It's heading southbound out of Norcross into Doraville. Right before you get down to I-285, there's a crash working in the left lane, jamming up that ride before you get to Tilly Mill. 85 northbound, I'm still seeing some brake lights from Chamblee Tucker up toward Pleasantdale Road, then slow passing the Mall of Georgia from Buford Drive up to a crash at Hamilton Mill Road, exit 120. No lanes are blocked, but that onlooker delays got you slow for a couple of miles there. How's I-75 looking up through Cobb County, Cindy Darden?
We've actually seen some slight improvement on delays. I-75 northbound, nowhere near as heavy around the 120 loop, exit 265 to South Marietta Parkway. It is still a little bit stop and go on your way towards Kennesaw, but once you hit that 75 splits, it's a much easier ride on towards Woodstock. This report is sponsored by Peach Pass. Life doesn't slow down, and neither can you. Well, with Peach Pass, you can save time, cruise by traffic, and use your Peach Pass in 20 states, including Georgia. Visit peachpass.com and keep moving. I'm from the Cool Red Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It pays to have the WSB radio app. Download it today and get ready for the Blitz.
That's awesome. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz. 5 chances every weekday to win $1,000. The WSB 5K a day bonus blitz.
Your next chance to win is tomorrow at 8 a.m.
That's amazing.
From 95.5 WSB.
Download the WSB radio app now.
The wreck was bad. Dealing with insurance can be even worse. Smiling Mark McKay here for John Foy and Associates, the Strong Arm. If you've been injured, you need an experienced winning team. You need the Strong Arm. Pay nothing up front and get your free case evaluation at johnfoy.com.
Attention men, does ED and PE have you down? Well, great news. Choice Men's Health has the latest breakthrough treatments that can get you up and running. Meet the specialist who is dedicated to helping you perform better than ever in the bedroom.
Hi, I'm Dr. Katz, Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Our custom treatment plans have a 98% success rate at improving ED and PE on your very first visit, even if Viagra and Cialis have failed. Regardless of your age and medical history, we are here and dedicated to help you regain your love life.
Don't wait. Call Choice Men's Health now. We are so confident we can help. For a limited time, we're offering to cover your first treatment for free. Call 404-400-1170. Call now to claim your free treatment. 404-400-1170. Results guaranteed on your first visit or it's free. 404-400-1170. Choice Men's Health, the only choice for your health.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, available in so many delicious varieties. Classic, cage-free, organic, free-range, and pasture-raised. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
Well, you can thank goodness that we don't live in England or any of these countries that don't have a First Amendment.
Or Germany, they're just as bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always heard such good things about them.
Historically speaking, yes.
They had a good period.
Oh, they're getting scary again. I haven't been following it, but there's a lot of scuttlebutt on the internet about how Germany's militarizing again, using the Russia-Ukraine thing as an excuse. This guy, what's his name? Hertz?
That's the car guy.
Yeah, no, let's not put that on him, whoever he is.
4 of the AFD candidates this year have mysteriously died as well.
Oh, are they the...
That's the party that they don't want.
That's like, what is that, like Germany First or something kind of thing? I don't know if it's true or not, but I keep seeing these people saying, "Oh, this guy."
Well, we have to consider what's going to happen if we allow Russia to take Ukraine. Then they might come in and take us, try to invade us again.
Merz, I believe his name.
MERZ.
MERZ. Yeah, they say that he's taking advantage. I've heard this. I don't know that it's true or not. I haven't really looked into it. I don't know about that. I know about this. Is it Modi or Modi?
Modi.
Modi.
What?
From India, right?
From India. He happens to be the Prime Minister of India. And I brought this up with Bill Crane, but I was having a conversation with Shelley about this too. The thing that I had always learned was we don't want to push Russia and China together. It was during the Cold War, although they were both communist, we were able to kind of pull them apart. They weren't natural friends, even when they were both huge communist nations. I don't know why, but they weren't natural friends. And then Nixon, that's why he went to China, because he wanted to separate them even further from Russia, who had most of the nukes. And so I always heard growing, whatever you do with policy, you don't want to push Russia and China together. And these absolute ignoramus neocons, these idiot politicians that are, taking their orders or their guidance or however you look at it by intelligence agencies that are littered with neocons. And by the way, more than one neocon, that's the only way you could refer to them properly, a litter of neocons. These are people who have never been right about anything on the global stage one single time ever. And for some reason, they're just still there and they dominate everything. And
they're like cockroaches. They find a way to survive.
Right. Because they're now in the Democrat Party a lot. They're back in both parties now. But for a while, they were exiled. So Republicans, these people were called war criminals by the Democrats during the Iraq War and the Afghanistan, But now the Democrats love them, and then they're back in the Republican Party, obviously.
They love Dick Cheney and Bill Kristol.
Yeah. It really is. It's insane. It's really insane. But you're right. They do know how to constantly keep themselves, because to the neocons, the most important thing in the world is that the neocons run the world, because they're the only people smart enough to know how to do it. Because they're the ones who know that there's only one way for America to survive, and that is that they dominate the 21st century. Go talk to somebody who's been, got 2 jobs and lost one of them last week, and ask them the last time they ever walked around thinking about how their country's first priority needs to be to dominate the 21st century. Some of them might think that every once in a while a politician ought to look at the middle class and do something. But now you've got Modi meeting with Xi and Putin and the North Korean dude, Kim Jong-un.
You've got Turkey there, too. The leader is Erdogan, right? That's how you say his name?
Erdogan. Who knows where he stands on anything? He seems to be all over the place. Turkey's in NATO. It's a weird kind of situation. But we're pushing them. It's incredible how stupid neocons are when you just think about how do they have all this power? They've done it. All my life I was told, don't have foreign policies that push Russia toward China, and they've done it. And now India, because of Trump, I was talking to Shelley about this, and he brought this up. Apparently Modi's idea is, hey, no, we're adults. This is not a game, and you're not going to call me names. I mean, you can call me names, but it's not going to have anything to do with how my foreign policy is run. Mr. President. If you want to make America first, that's your good.
well, Modi.
Yeah. So his job, I think, is it's supposed to be India first, right?
That's right.
So if he has the ability to get cheaper gas and he's not on board with the Ukraine thing. Oh, here's a weird idea, neocons. Leaders of other countries are allowed to make their own decisions about what's best for them and their country, and you should just shut the F up about it. How about that? How about that? Maybe we can get a little peace. Show these neocons to the door.
After we invade Venezuela.
Yeah. Now that's the next one. That's the next one. Didn't he just say earlier that he shot some boat?
Yeah, carrying drugs from Venezuela.
That's what we need. More skirmishes around the world. That's what we need. Alex Williams says it's slow on 285 South through Tucker.
Yeah, watching the brake lights, 285 South. You're exactly right, Eric. Starting right at I-85, and you stay on that brake pedal trying to get down to Lawrenceville Highway 29. Still trying to clean up this crash on Peachtree Boulevard southbound in Dorville at 285. That's been in the left lane. And just found a new left lane crash in West Atlanta, traveling I-20 westbound at Holmes Drive, exit 52. Any improvement through downtown Atlanta, Sydney Darden?
Actually, a little bit. Now, once you're merging from 75 around exit 252 to Northside Drive, it is still really heavy. Same story, 85 southbound, still going to be a rough ride as you're merging on from Georgia 400. But once you get through Midtown around exit 249 to North Avenue, you're going to start to see those delays improve drastically, and they start to disappear by the time you get to the top of the Grady Curve. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Man's best friend, loyal, trustworthy, dependable. Aw, that's Rufus, the bulldog, the chief barking officer for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Hey, it's Dave Baker. For over 30 years, Findlay Roofing's been your roof's best friend. They're the perfect match for your roof. Findlay is loyal with a lifetime warranty, trustworthy with upfront pricing, and dependable with the highest quality work. When you're not seeing Rufus on Findlay Roofing trucks, billboards, and TV commercials, he loves playing games like Fetch and Tug of War. But Rufus knows that if you play games with your roof, you'll lose every time. You'll always win with Findlay. They're the extra effort experts, making sure you have a remarkable roof replacement experience. When it comes to your roof, think of Rufus and Findlay first. 0% financing available. Schedule your free roof analysis, no obligation, no charge at FindlayRoofing.com.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
People who suffer from long-term chronic joint pain spend so much of their time acting, putting up a carefree front. It's exhausting.
I was really tired of trying to act like I wasn't in pain because I was in pain all the time.
Rick Rawlings didn't want everyone else to know that he was coping with agonizing shoulder pain 24/7.
Yes, I had to put on a face to cover up my pain.
But then Rick found QC Kinetics, offering new lasting treatments for joint pain using natural biologics. Treatments designed to restore and repair joint tissue with no drugs, no surgery, no downtime. The results were amazing.
I am very glad. It changed my life doing the QC Kinetics. Today, my shoulders feel wonderful. The cranky Rick is gone. He's not grouchy anymore.
No more acting. Feel like yourself again with a call to QC Kinetics.
Call QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. QC Kinetics, 770-285-8026.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News.
Weather.
Traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, new legal developments today in the case against the father of the accused Appalachia High School shooter. A Barrow County judge today denies a request from Colin Gray to suppress certain evidence during his trial. Judge Nicholas Prim is also filing his order under seal, saying it's necessary to safeguard Gray's right to a fair trial and impartial jury. The judge heard evidence from prosecutors at a hearing in August over over a search at Gray's home over the deadly shooting nearly 1 year ago.
Even while the search was happening, he was still consenting to other searches. He was consenting to the search of his phone.
Defense attorneys claim the search and some of the statements made by the suspect's father were not obtained properly by investigators. It is not clear at this point when Colin Gray might go on trial. It is 81 degrees in Atlanta. Will it be a rainy morning commute? And what about a return of the 90s? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. On the road to recovery, a special bus rolling through Georgia has an important mission.
Recovery is real. The 45-foot specially designed megabus is decked out for the 3rd annual Georgia Recovers Bus Tour. Jeff Breedlove with the Georgia Council for Recovery says they're going to make 75 stops in different parts of the state with the goal of addressing stigma and providing hope.
The bus itself becomes a story of tens of thousands of signatures all over Georgia, and that tells a story of recovery in 2025 in the state of Georgia.
September is National Recovery Month. In Atlanta, Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia lawmakers show their support for workers of the Atlanta-based CDC.
In today's climate of misinformation, conspiracy theories, and politically motivated rhetoric, our CDC heroes are under attack.
State Representative Amari Crawford says the baseless vilification of CDC professionals is dangerous. In an email to CDC employees last week, Health Secretary Kennedy says he wants to restore trust, transparency, and credibility to the CDC. Rape cases in Douglas County may span decades.
52-year-old Bobby Lee Hart Jr. was arrested for 3 rapes in Douglas County last month, but now DA Delia Racine says he's facing 4 and perhaps even more assaults that date back to the early 1990s.
Some of these developments came from CODIS hits, which means DNA evidence from older sexual assault cases that have matched to the suspect's DNA.
Racine is urging possible victims to come forward, even though it's hard to do.
You are not alone. We are here to listen to you.
No arraignment for Hart has been set. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
A suspect is arrested in a neighboring state in a deadly Labor Day arson case in DeKalb County.
When firefighters arrived on scene at the Hills at Farrington Apartments, they saw people jumping to safety from the 2nd floor. The fire that was intentionally set ended up killing one woman, 48-year-old Stephanie Wiley. Police say the man who set the fire, 44-year-old Sean Fales, knew the woman.
Fales is the victim's ex-boyfriend.
Officer Blaine Clark with DeKalb Police says Fales was arrested during a traffic stop in Chambers County, Alabama. He's being charged with murder, aggravated assault, and arson. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
An elderly woman rescued in a weekend house fire in Gwinnett County has died. The fire broke out Sunday afternoon on Eastwood Drive in Snellville. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says the U.S. has conducted a lethal strike on a drug vessel in the southern Caribbean. Rubio says the vessel departed from Venezuela and was being operated by a designated narco-terrorist organization. President Trump says there were a lot of drugs on the boat. Georgia State University gets a $1.3 million grant from the National Science Foundation to help make out of this world discoveries. It'll pay for upgrades to GSU's state-of-the-art Chara array telescope system in California. Array director Dr. Gail Schaefer says they'll be able to see stars in different wavelengths at the same time.
It allows us to get a lot more information about the stars that we're looking at.
Georgia State says the upgrades are expected to come online in 2028 and could lead to a fresh surge of new discoveries in space. It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic now starts with Alex Williams.
Trying to clean up the ride around Metro Atlanta. Bill still watching this crash blocking the left lane in Dorville. Peachtree Boulevard is southbound before 285, causing some brake lights back up towards Winter Chapel Road. Once you get on 285 east, if you're heading through the inner loop, on and off the brakes through Dorville into Tucker, making that ride southbound to Highway 78 to Stone Mountain Freeway, and some westbound outer loop delays, sluggish 285 southbound from South Atlanta Road exit 16 down to I-20 the West Freeway. Speaking of, we got trouble on I-20, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, I-20 westbound near exit 52 to H.E. Holmes Drive. You've got a crash in the left lane, or kind of in the left lane. Looks like they tried to make it off to the shoulder, but didn't quite make it. So you're still seeing a few delays as you're making your way towards the I-285 perimeter over on the west side. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening, but increasing cloud cover
overnight. A few light rain showers for the morning commute, lows in the low to mid 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, partly cloudy, though a pop-up storm can't be ruled out, high 84. Thursday, mostly cloudy with scattered rain showers and a few rumbles of thunder, high 86. Staying hot for Friday, mostly sunny, high 90. Partly cloudy with pop-up storms on Saturday, high 91.
Right now it's 80 in Noonan, 82 in Midtown Atlanta, 77 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's happening, guys. Your hair's thinning, the crown's disappearing. Hair loss might have you feeling you've lost your identity. It's Mark Aram here. Thankfully, there's Advanced Hair Simple One-Day Treatment. You decide how much, how thick, and where. It's your own natural hair that begins regrowing the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. I've seen Advanced Hair's incredible results with my own eyes. Get your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts. Call 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
It's essential, complicated, and if it breaks, you could have a disgusting mess. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic, and the experts you hear on the Home Fix-It Show. Slow drains, gurgling sounds, or pooling water and odors in the yard? Don't ignore these symptoms. Call us today.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump-out charge with your repair. Call for more information.
ScorpionSepticServices.com. Steel Horse Law are 100% local. Get your free Rider's Advantage card at steelhorselaw.com.
Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined and stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business, saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Wow. CNN is showing our military just blowing that boat out of the water, and it's not settling good with me.
Because we suspect that Venezuelan Tren de Aragua.
Yeah, we killed 11 people, and I guess we just have to take our government's word for it that they were all bad people. There's never going to be a trial or anything silly like that. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Am I missing something? Is there something like this that happened in my life before that I don't remember?
We were involved in Colombia in the 80s, but you didn't see it on TV all the time.
Were we blowing things out of the water?
We were engaged in combat with drug cartels in Colombia.
This was like from 30, whatever. This is like way up. We didn't come anywhere close to this vessel.
No, that's a drone,
This
right?
was like war type of thing. We just blew it out of the water.
No boarding.
Yeah. We just have to take our government's word for it. I mean, that was war-like. I would say active war, but it's really what they're doing is they're trying to scare Venezuela because Trump administration is saying is that these are drug cartels and you're not stopping it. If you don't stop it, we'll stop it. But this is like 10 kilometers off the coast of Venezuela. They say it was headed toward Trinidad. Maybe that's the way that it all comes in around
that chain of islands.
Yeah. And I'm not saying, but we just have to accept. I just watched something that looks like something you would see in a theater of war. So we just have to accept whatever our government says. There was 11 people. They were all bad guys, and you should congratulate us. I don't know if that – I've never seen anything like that in my life. And maybe you're right. Maybe they just didn't show it. But this was recorded on purpose so that Maduro could – because, got these people – these neocons want to go to war with Venezuela.
They're trying to goad him.
Well, or they're trying to, or if you look at it in a better way than that, you're trying to make it so that if it really was that cartel and that bunch, I can never say Tren de Agua, well, however you say that, that gang, that probably if they see it, nobody wants to be on the next boat, I suppose. That could be the reason. But you know what? This is where, at the very least, the hypocrisy. So we are down, okay, how many miles is that from Key West? We're way down here, right off of Venezuela, basically around where Trinidad is on that line. I don't know how far, but it's beyond Haiti, Puerto Rico. It's beyond all the way down there, Venezuela, near Colombia. And we just blew a boat out of the water because we say that was a dangerous boat. But our foreign policy says that Putin has no rights to do anything in the country that has a 1,000-mile border with his country. You see the game that we play? Monroe Doctrine still exists. The United States of America has a right and a duty to have a sphere of influence. But that does not Russia, not China, no other country in the world is allowed to have a sphere. Can you imagine if Putin had hit something that far away from Russia? I mean, what I just saw, all I can tell you is that I'm 61, I've never seen that.
I don't know if you mentioned this or not, but Trump put it on his Truth Social as well.
Well, he was talking about it during his press conference today. He basically was like, oh, you're about to see something that we did.
Here's what we did. It's beautiful.
But, hey, it's okay, because my government's never lied to me before. So if they tell me they were all bad guys, who needs a trial?
I guess I probably shouldn't vacation in Aruba anytime soon.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this world. I'm honestly, I've got an idea. Build up the middle class so that they don't want to become drug addicts. That might be some help. You know, that might be some help. How about give some people some help right here in this country right here? How about less people want drugs?
It's not going to make anybody more money.
Well.
So it's not going to.
How is this going to make anybody?
War people who are paying for who make money off of conflict.
All right, is this the opening shot with we're going to go to war with Venezuela? Boy, all you Trumpers who voted for an anti-war guy, how you feeling these days? Still trying to find a rationale that makes any sense whatsoever as to why we bombed Iran? Because I can't. Look in your backyard. You see Iranian soldiers? Any kind of threat to you?
I saw a couple in my backyard.
Are they?
Yeah,
okay, well, maybe.
They're foraging.
Maybe they haven't gotten to Roswell yet. That's unreal.
Where are the pistachios?
I've just never seen anything like that before. I find that to be, I mean, I guess I'm supposed to be going, yay! But I'm not going, what?
Apparently we have a naval...
So I mean, this is not, Venezuela was not sending a bomb. This is narco traffickers. And I've just never seen it before. Maybe it has happened, but you know, that old-fashioned saw of indictments and trials and all that kind of nonsense.
They could have tracked it here and then arrested them.
Or don't we have good relations with Trinidad and Tobago? I don't know.
Only Trinidad.
One of these islands.
Yeah, not Tobago.
By the time you get up to St. Lucia or something, we ought to be able to. So obviously, they go up that chain of islands, right?
Probably stop in Havana.
Have a couple of cigars.
Sure.
And typically,
and of course, CNN is still on theories of whether Trump was dead, because these CNN and Fox and MS, whatever the hell they're calling themselves these days, they are arms of the intelligence agencies. We got some cool video for you, but trust us. Intelligence agency call Anderson Cooper and say, hey, man, this is needed for the country. We need you. Oh, well, I'm a good citizen. I'm a good patriot. Still nobody on CNN talking about the pedophile that we allowed to go back to Israel. Isn't that funny? That's not a story. Isn't that obvious? As a reporter, there's no story there. The guy's a bigwig at the top of the Israeli government, and he was caught in an FBI sting, a la, like To Catch a Predator, to show up to have relations with a 15-year-old. 8 people, I think, got busted, and the other 7 are going to get justice. But one was allowed to fly back to his country of origin.
Marjorie Taylor Greene actually brought that up.
I'm glad she did. It's still not going to get CNN to cover it because CNN and Fox and MS, whatever the hell they're calling themselves these days, are arms of the intelligence agencies. And it's not like a conspiracy theory. It's more like, hey, do you want that good interview next week? It's like the access media for Hollywood. You know, if you want a Tom Hanks interview next week, then say nice things about this piece of garbage movie we're putting out this week. And that's how it works. So they don't want to lose their intelligence agency sources.
It's the CNN doctrine.
That's right.
Yes, their sphere of influence.
In reality, CNN, Fox News, MS, whatever the hell they're calling themselves this week, the only people in the Pentagon or the intelligence agencies that they should ever talk to are whistleblowers. Not the officials, they're spies. Spy rhymes with lie for a reason. They're professional liars, even when they're on your side and they're doing good. Alex Williams says there's delays. Delays are improving downtown.
Yeah, getting a lot better for a Tuesday evening, Eric. 85 southbound now, just tapping that brake pedal as you leave Georgia 400. Gets a little tense, though, trying to make your way past 17th Street, but as you get through the 17th Street Bridge and into Midtown, downtown, it improves greatly. And some better news in Dorville. The crash that was in the left lane for quite a while, Peachtree Boulevard southbound, approaching I-285, that has improved, and so have the brake lights that were back up towards Winters Chapel Road. I also think we got some better news on I-20 in West Atlanta, Sydney Darden.
Yeah, that crash that was blocking one left lane, I-20 westbound near exit 52 to H.E. Holmes, now off to the shoulder. Those delays are steadily improving as you're making your way towards I-285 over on the west side. This report is sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's Pest-Free at 365 service. For your free no-obligation quote, you can call or visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
When you need to know.
This story is developing in Atlanta.
When you want to know.
Severe weather is on its way.
When you have to know.
We'll alert you as soon as this closure clears.
Get notifications
from your source for news.
Get the WSB Radio app.
Download it from your app store today.
Avoid the stress of listing your home on the market and sell your home fast for all cash with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Is your concrete sinking? Whether it's your driveway, sidewalk, or patio, those uneven surfaces are not just ugly, they're dangerous. That's where AquaGuard comes in, a Groundworks company. They use state-of-the-art concrete lifting solutions to prevent tripping hazards. Schedule your free inspection at aquaguard.net/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job. It's a good one.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
My wife was like, I want to go to Hawaii and I want to bring the kids. And I was like, whose kids?
Jim Gaffigan. Everything is wonderful.
I spent the entire time applying and reapplying sunscreen, which thankfully makes my skin whiter.
Jim Gaffigan. A night of all new material. September 11th through the 13th, Atlanta Symphony Hall. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
It's Home Show time! Dave Baker here, and it's time for the Fall Atlanta Home Show, September 5th through 7th at the Cobb Galleria Center. 3 days full of great tips and practical advice from over 200 local experts. For more info and to save money on your tickets, go to FallAtlantaHomeshow.com.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MediShare. Maybe you've heard joining MediShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MediShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
Having trouble getting in to see the doctor? Wait no longer. All Care is here. All Care is expert immediate care and primary care under a single roof, offering convenience and continuity for your healthcare needs at 15 Atlanta area locations. Fully staffed, conveniently located, and ready for you when you need us. Same-day appointments available and walk-ins welcomed. Simply schedule an appointment at allcare-ga.com. No more waiting days or months to see the doctor. All Care is here, a proud member of the Piedmont Integrated Network Clinic. Now open at Halcyon in Alpharetta.
To make my point about CNN just being part of the arm of the intelligence, we just blew a boat out of the water. Unprecedented as far as I know. All the people are dead, so there's no witness. The government says there were 11 bad guys. We just all have to believe it. And CNN is talking about how tariff uncertainty strains sustainable bag company.
These are made out of recycled materials. The cheapest one I can find on Amazon is $155.
Well, that's the thing I said.
For a backpack.
I've noticed, like I wonder if there's a pay-to-play situation behind the scenes, because since they've been, and by the way, I'm not in favor of tariffs. That has nothing to do with this. I'm talking about how CNN, they seem to always have these small business people on that are going to complain about the tariffs, and it's always stuff like this. How many people in my audience have gone to Day Owl for their sustainable bags?
Oh, I have like 6.
Do you? Well, you're not a member of the audience. You are a former member of the Doctrinaires.
Well, you better hurry up. There's only 2 navy blue ones left in
I better
stock.
order it now.
But it's like all these boutique people are getting 10 minutes on CNN. That can't hurt their business, right?
No, what's happening is what we just did, and then there are people who are going to go there and buy them.
Right. Yeah, I mean...
But I noticed this a couple months ago that every time they had a tariff is hurting this business, it's some little candle shop or a knick-knack shop in a tourist area or something like this bag.
It was like the TikTok strategy.
Yeah.
It's like, we're not all just Chinese intelligence. Whether they are or not, I don't know.
But you can get that bag on TikTok for $10 and probably lasts as long.
Is it sustainable?
I don't know.
After we're all dead, is it still sustaining?
It will live longer than you.
Probably.
Yes, these are Greta bags.
Greta bags.
I wonder if they're owned
you
by...
should do like Martha Stewart, like your own line of sustainable
I'm
bags.
making these bags out of garbage.
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing.
Wouldn't it be funny if Blackstone were behind it, or one of the investors in this company?
Oh, we just bought Day Owl? Yeah. We just bought sustainable. But the point being, whether you're for it or not, they have panels talking about stuff. We just blew without. By the way, does Congress do anything? We don't have to declare war against the cartel or anything. We just start. Our government can just say, we don't like that boat, and just blow it up.
Hey, they did release 33,000 pages in the Epstein files today, so they are doing something there.
Yeah,
that's a little something.
Well,
to Congress or to everybody?
To Congress, I think.
No, it's out.
No, it's out.
Yeah.
George was very excited.
All right,
he's going to go
tonight.
home. He's going to go home and we'll read all 33,000 pages.
Full report tomorrow, George.
Yeah, I want to know. By the way, I said that George saw that movie Weapons. It won again this weekend, and I think about a week and a half ago, I said, "Yeah, George, when we get back, I'll." Did I ever get around to you reviewing that movie?
No. It's great, deep characters, good stuff. It's funnier than I thought it was. Not very scary, but thrilling, and the mystery keeps you going.
So, is it more of a kind of a what's the word that I'm looking? It's not horror like blood everywhere and disgusting.
No, you're
but
just on the edge of your seat.
On the edge of your seat,
seeing what happens next.
A thriller. It beat what came in number 2. It was number 1, and it beat anything that came out this week. So there you go. George Clark gives his thumbs up to Weapons. Eric Von Hessler at the top of the show gave his thumbs up to Superman. And sometime this week, I'm going to watch Eddington because I hear it's actually not what you think it is, and a pretty good movie. So I will. You know what? We're gonna. Have you seen it?
No, I want to though, but I'll watch it as well.
You know what we're gonna do? I want us to start having like a movie night, and then we all come in and we review the movie and see how much
Can we wait till it's streaming?
disagree. Huh?
Could we wait till everything's streaming?
Oh, I'll buy the damn ticket.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm not talking about that. It's just tough to do.
Oh, with the kids?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just go to a 10 o'clocker. That's all.
Oh, you mean all of us going together? Yeah, I'd be down
That's
for
what
that.
I mean.
Yeah, that's
and then
a
the
work
next
function.
day we come in and we, oh, yeah, you can get out of it as a
Yeah.
dad. Say, hey, I got to do it for work.
Perfect.
Von Hessler, always helping
Sandy Springs Cinema.
with the Doctrinaires.
Let's do it there.
This Autumn Fisher. Every once in a while. I mean,
Flyer down for every movie.
Flyer
night.
down. I'm a flyer down for every single one of them.
Oh, what I'll do is
I'll fly you down, but you got to fly yourself back.
I'll just I'll FaceTime her in the middle of the theater so that way she can watch it. On her
Well, you
phone.
won't be the only one looking at your phone, probably. All right, that music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up, get the hell out. You know us. We're good citizens. We do what we're told. That's what a good citizen is. You do what you're told and you never question. Shelley Winter is up next. He's got another great radio show for you. As usual, we'll be back tomorrow at the Wednesday show that feels like a Tuesday at 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Don't